The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
You're listening
to Joey Clark.
It's Joey Clark.
To Joey Clark.
Joey Clark.
It's Joey Clark.
Welcome to the program. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank God for another beautiful day. Hopefully it'll be a beautiful show and Montgomery needs a new mayor. I'm really enjoying this being the Sacred Heart of Jesus month. I think it's a pretty cool thing having the country consecrated to the Sacred Heart of our Lord and Savior. Troy Carrico in the studio. Eddie Bayer will be here before too long. How you doing?
I've got my Knights of Sebastian rosary on. You've got your
Nice.
Sacred Heart of Christ
Yeah.
and Mary. You wear
Got
it on
my
your sleeve,
pendant, yeah.
literally on your sleeve.
Yeah.
but it's really on your.
Well, a lot of people get
on
it,
your breast.
get it like tattooed.
I know.
Yeah, which is a little, that's commitment.
If you really want to be committed, you go to the old town in Jerusalem.
In
where
Jerusalem itself, yeah.
where they actually tattooed the Crusaders.
Yeah.
That would be bad.
Because, by the way, I think on the 250th anniversary, America needs all it can get in terms of prayer.
Amen.
Because there's a lot of great people and there's a lot of great stuff going on. Don't get me wrong. But I'm looking at this new warning about AI from Anthropic, about essentially AI is now writing itself.
Yeah.
Then you just see the day-to-day nonsense in politics where we can't even agree on whether or not the Trump administration did a good job on the reflecting pool in the middle of the capital city.
I saw that.
So it's just sad. You've also got crazy, crazy stories of teens having too much fun on a senior skip day, the horrors of getting stuck on a cruise ship. But I didn't know if I wanted to begin with this particular thing. But I do.
Okay.
Let me set it up this way. On once a month, I do double mass.
Yep.
I go to church twice.
Yes. you told me.
Because once a month in downtown Montgomery, they do an old Latin Rite
That's right.
mass, all on Latin. And it's only the second time I've been. So it's not like I'm like deep into the stuff, but I really, really, really enjoy it.
You've been boning up on your lap.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not like, oh, I enjoy because no, it feels like you're witnessing something that's very old.
Ancient. Yeah, very ancient.
And well developed, and like it has, even if you don't fully understand it, even if it's not as participatory as certain other church services and these sorts of things. There's something sacred about it.
Yeah.
And as I'm sitting there, and there's a lot of kneeling in the Latin Mass, and
Peace be unto you.
a family, a couple pews in front of me, a little bit to my left, 2 pews in front of me. And it's a tiny church. I'll just be blunt. The church is a little run down.
That's okay.
But doesn't matter where it is as long as, the Spirit's there.
That's right, brother.
And I'm looking at this family, and occasionally, I'm a lot of in the Latin Mass, I'm praying. A lot of the prayers the priest is saying are very quiet or silent. So, but you can read along in the missal that you're given. And so I'm very much focusing on that.
Mhm.
And I hear an odd sound.
Okay.
Like a and I look over and I notice it's a young man who I'm guessing is in the double digits. He's probably 12 to maybe even 14, like young boy. And he has Down syndrome. And then I think there are 3 or 4 other kids in the beautiful family. And he's good for most of Mass. At one point, he turns around and looks at me. And I just kind of nod to him. And occasionally has a little outburst here or there, and it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the other kids are just. There's one kid that just calm that child down.
Need a beating.
I feel so sorry for the father. Like he's got all his little boys suited and booted, and all like set up for Latin mass, and this one he treats the whole church like a jungle gym. It's hilarious. Anyway, I just noticed. Okay, this kid has Down syndrome, and I also noticed he was. Very reverent, very good with the rest of his family. Followed his father's lead in particular. Sure. And there was one moment where he started to go off, and you could see the father very gently, very kindly rein him in. Anyway, I leave the church after we're all done, all said and done. And usually people congregate outside on the steps right there on Dexter Avenue, and that's got to be a safe spot.
Yeah.
And I talked to some people in the lobby. But as soon as I get outside on the steps, onto the sidewalk, and the first person that says anything to me is that young man with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
And he said, hi, and sticks out his hand like real straight.
Very good.
And I shake his hand and I say, it's great to meet you. Yeah. He goes, yeah, great to meet you. And then, like we had been friends for years, he runs, steps, jumps, and just clings and hugs me.
He's loving you, man. They're full of love.
And it's a simple thing.
Isn't that nice?
And I'm like, well, that's just pure, honest love. Like, this is like, it warmed my heart deeply. I say all this because, I've had interactions before as well.
Yeah.
Because there's a viral story online.
Okay.
Where it's a YouTuber. A young YouTuber and his wife.
Yeah.
And being YouTubers, they decided to do all this, by the way, in public, broadcast to millions of people.
Okay.
So here is a summary of this story. The long and short of it is this YouTuber and his wife are getting test results after pregnancy.
Okay.
And they've released ultrasounds and all sorts of stuff. And they get the news and the test results that the kid most likely has Down syndrome.
Yeah.
So they decide, we're going to abort. Here is, real quick, this is Lila Rose giving an update, a more detailed breakdown of the story.
A disability should not mean a death sentence. I saw this post on X, it's going viral, and it's from a streamer who says that ultimately he and his wife discovered that their first baby, they were pregnant, they were excited, but they discovered that their first baby had trisomy 21, which is Down syndrome. And they said that there was a high likelihood this baby would have Down syndrome. They talked to the doctors, they talked to all these people, and that they decided to terminate. Now, they shared videos of this baby moving around in the womb, talked about how they were doing a gender reveal and it was a boy, and then all of a sudden this post hits the internet and they said, we chose termination. And the post is ultimately justifying why they did this to their son. Now, first of all, what are we even talking about? What is termination? Here's the reality. An abortion on a baby 18, 19 weeks old is absolutely excruciating. The most likely procedure that was used, the most common one, would be an abortion procedure that involves forceps that reaches into the womb and grabs a limb from the living child and does a live dismemberment process, ripping limb from torso. So it's very likely that that's what this little boy endured, the most excruciating pain imaginable done to this little boy. Or a lethal injection was given by piercing his chest cavity with a large needle. It is too barbaric to even comprehend, but this is what was done to this little boy, and it's being talked about on X by his own dad as the right decision. This is the culture of death. My friends, this is why we fight to make abortion illegal. This is why we fight for life. This is why we fight to reform our medical establishment, to stop recommending death for little children just because they have a disability. Every single life is precious. Every single life has value. This little boy deserved to live. And I pray that his parents can wake up and repent of what they did, that they can say sorry and heal ultimately from this evil, and that they can join the movement to fight to stop this evil from ever happening again.
And a lot of people reacting in real time on X about this because it was posted on X, like the decision to do this and the way they made this decision and why they made this decision. And, so many other people make this decision. And it's, it just struck me today. Like, I'm having a good day. I'm looking forward to having a good, fun show. But it pulled at my heart. It brought a tear to my eye that this is the reaction to potential difference. This is the reaction to potential suffering. This is the reaction to potential hardship of just get rid of it. If you're going to suffer in the world, why even go through it?
So in a previous life, I was married before Robin, and my then oldest stepdaughter, was engaged. They were pregnant, and we found out that the baby had hydrocephalus, water on the brain. And we went at the time we were living down on the coast. I was actually at Fort Leavenworth, but we went down to Baptist Children's down in Pensacola, where there was supposedly a good neonatal doctor. And let me tell you something, Joey. When you go in there and he shows you all the evidence, and he turns around and he says, you guys are young. You don't want this. He goes, you don't want this. You need to abort, start over again. And I let him talk. And he said, and the young man that was engaged and now married to my then stepdaughter says, we're pretty strong. He goes, let me tell you something. He goes, I'll take you down the hall and show you some kids that are going to take a dirt nap real soon. And I came unglued. I ripped them out of here. Said, and my daughter's like looking at us like, well, what do I do? And I ate that. I never have the words flown so fluently from my mouth.
When there were a lot of stories online. Now, these are anecdotal. It's not the vast majority, but there are a lot of folks said the doctor told us the kid had a disability. We decided to have the child anyway, and there wasn't a disability.
We did.
Like, in fact, sometimes the tests are wrong.
Yeah, they are. But this one was right. But he is 18 now. He's living a very good life. And there was challenges to be certain, but abortion's something that we don't believe in. So it was very real to me when you just played that.
And this is a young man, a man named Frank Stevens with Down syndrome. This was him talking at the UN.
I am a man with Down syndrome, and my life is worth living. When my body was first forming, when the first two cells divided, each of them had one extra chromosome. People like me tend to be a little shorter because our arms and legs are shorter. Our faces are a little bit flatter because our cheekbones and noses don't stick out from our faces as much. All that adds up to a person who is a little bit uncommon. In my case, uncommonly handsome. Don't worry, I am very accepting, very inclusive. I won't think less of you just because I have more chromosomes than you do. I have been asked to tell you how to improve the lives of people with Down syndrome. The key is right there in my opening paragraph. It begins with, I am a man. See me as a human being, not a birth defect, not a syndrome. I don't need to be eradicated. I don't need to be cured. I need to be loved, valued, educated, and sometimes helped.
And there's testimony after testimony like that. So I started by saying it's good that we need all the prayer we can get.
Yeah.
In this country, because, and maybe I'll write about this. I've been going back and forth. I'm not ready to write about it because, I'm not in Texas. I don't have to get to vote in the Texas primary, but it has bothered me since the first day I heard it.
Yeah.
When I heard James Tallarico on Rogan talking about abortion.
Yeah.
And he tries to bring up a point about consent, and he cites the Annunciation. The angel Gabriel met with the mother of our Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And for the longest time, it made me start to think, well, what would the devil whisper in Mary's ear?
He's a deceiver.
I think one thing he would whisper is, well, you're free to not do this. As though that would have liberated her or
Yeah.
any of the human race.
No.
But you're free. Your freedom is in being able to say no. Your freedom is to be able to go the other way. Your freedom is in being able to disobey. So keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
But say you want to do it, Mary. That even though you don't understand it, and everybody in your community is going to think you stepped out on your husband.
You're a harlot. Yeah.
And people are going to be suspicious of you and doubt you and accuse you. But say you still want to go through with it. And remember, you can say no, and that's true freedom. Say you get over the social shame. What's Joseph going to think? What's your husband going to think? By law, you could be stoned to death. You sure you want to go through with this? And by the way, if you still want to go through with it, that child that you're about to have, he will be hunted down by kings. You will have to flee to a different country. That child you're about to have, you're going to have to watch him suffer and die the most humiliating death any man has ever suffered. A sword will pierce your heart. And of course, Mary said yes.
All the more reason to do it. Yeah.
Let it be done according to your word.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, the handmaid of the Lord, be it done according unto me, according to thy word. And that is when the word was made flesh and dwelt among us.
Yep. Salvation delivered.
Ed, it pulls at my heartstrings. I didn't want to play the video of the YouTuber because his wife just starts bawling her eyes out. It is truly heartbreaking.
Traumatic, very traumatic, I'm sure.
But the response to suffering, the response to hardship, the response to trials and difficulties should not be to despair and to destroy and eradicate and say it's better off not to live at all. That is not the path.
The value of human life has been marginalized as technology and our advancements go and secularism continues to take hold and push out the truth and what the word is. And there's many, many dark forces afoot, but abortion is one of the tips of the spear for them.
And now in Alabama, we have, I think, the most restrictive abortion laws
We do.
in the nation. And for the longest time, I was mushy on this.
Yeah.
I think the older I got, just on an emotional level, I hated it, the idea of it. But I still would play that card of, well, I'm not a woman. I don't have a uterus. I don't have a womb. Who am I to tell the ladies what to do?
What is a woman, Joey?
Yeah, and perhaps this is like a self-defense. Let's get all libertarian political theory on it. Have you read Murray Rothbard's Ethics and Liberty? I mean, it could be illicit to let the kid die and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like this pure legalistic, atomistic.
No.
Mm-mm. But there was something especially about that man in Texas running for Senate for the Democrats when he brought up the Annunciation of that's exactly the arguments you hear constantly, often couched in compassion and wanting to make the suffering go away and make the hardship go away. And you're more than just a baby machine. You can have a career and you can have all this great success if you just, well, sacrifice.
Sacrifice, that's right. Literally.
That's what would have been whispered to Mary by the devil. And if she had listened, well, probably would have doomed the whole race.
That was not to be, though.
No, she's the new Eve.
Yep.
She was obedient. I don't know. That was heavy on my heart. I didn't want to begin a Friday show this way, but it all comes back to where I started, that as I'm leaving Mass this past weekend, that young man doesn't know me from Adam. Runs up and gives me the most genuine hug, well, I've gotten in a long time. Gotten a lot of side hugs and ass out hugs and like all these other hugs, like, you know, the acquaintance hugs. But this was like one of the more genuine moments of just pure love.
Listen, I can tell it's moved on you because you're very much averse to probably physical contact like that with people. I know you well enough, but I know that this has moved your heart, and I could tell the genuineness. And you know what? That was pure love. That was God speaking to you. You know what? You brightened that young man's life, and you know what? You've got a friend now. You're going to have to nurture that.
Anyway,
Good stuff. It's not heavy. It's a good story. So
well, but I also want to say that, like, there are a lot of folks saying y'all are doing an evil thing with this, all this stuff like that, and I agree. You just heard what I said about the devil whispering in Mary's ear, but I also do not want to downplay the sort of suffering and despair that leads somebody to make a decision like that, and how they need
prayer,
help.
They need yes, they do. They need spiritual firepower.
Anyway. 272-9228 if you want to get in on the conversation. It's 334-272-9228. We'll be right back after this.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
I was in foot pain for 20 years, trying to give it relief, buying all these different insoles, drugstore insoles, custom insoles. I spent thousands of dollars. I bought all these products and not a single one worked. I really, truly needed to have relief in my feet. And the Good Feet arch supports were what gave me the relief I needed.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
They wanted to make sure that I got something that my feet felt good in, not somebody else's feet. I love the fact that I can wear these arch supports in all my shoes. I have boots, I have cowboy boots, I have running shoes, I have walking shoes, I have flat shoes, I have heels. It makes me so happy. If you ask my husband, he will crack up because there is no store I would rather go in than a shoe store. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free. E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free.
At eBike Oasis, we're more than just Montgomery's best electric bicycle store. eBike Oasis offers free 1-hour electric bicycle rentals and a full-service electric bike repair shop. Stop by eBike Oasis in Montgomery today for free rentals, repairs, and electric bicycle brands in town.
2026 marks 60 years that hope has had a home in Alabama. At the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, children who've lost everything through no fault of their own have found something priceless. A safe place to live, a loving Christian family, and the chance to simply be kids again. Here, boys and girls grow up surrounded by care, guidance, and faith, learning right from wrong, learning responsibility, learning they are valued and that their lives have purpose. As the Alabama Sheriffs have believed for 6 decades, it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women. These former ranchers are now teachers, parents, business owners, and leaders, living proof that love, structure, and faith can change a life forever. As the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches celebrate 60 years of serving Alabama's children, you can help ensure the next child has the same chance. Learn how you can make a difference at alabamasheriffsyouthranches.org. 60 years of building lives, and we're just getting started.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm John Scott. Stocks have been falling on Wall Street as big technology stocks lost ground and weighed down the broader market. Meanwhile, bond yields surged as a strong jobs report continued to dimmer expectations that the Federal Reserve will cut its benchmark interest rate this year. The S&P 500 fell 0.7%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.2%. That's after the big gain on Thursday. The Nasdaq Composite was losing about 1.4%. NVIDIA and Broadcom were among the heaviest weights on the market. The Labor Department reporting that employers added 172,000 jobs in May, and that's roughly double what forecasters had expected. Bond yields surged, oil prices edged lower. With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm John Scott.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Clark Heating, Air, and Plumbing. It's time to schedule your spring tune-up with Clark Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Don't wait. Schedule today. Give them a call at 334-277-2125. Alabama certification number 88007.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Still a pretty good forecast today. Lots of sunshine, a little warmer with a high temperature in the upper 80s, but the humidity is still fairly tolerable. Tonight, mostly clear skies. Overnight, low temperature in the mid-60s. Now, over the weekend, I've got highs 88 to 90, but the humidity will be quite a bit higher. The chances of encountering a stray storm are 20% or less on Saturday. A little higher, though, 50-50 on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, but not a washout. Just get ready for some sticky days. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Live local talk, the River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
I'm your host, Joey Clark. We'll ride the phones and talk to T-Spear. Hey, T-Spear, how you doing?
I am doing well. Happy Friday to everybody out there.
Happy Friday.
Unique discussion to start the Friday with on Down syndrome. My mother had a young couple that... To back up, my mother used to take care of people's children as a personal nanny, so to speak. Bring them into my mother's home, and she would take care of them. And that was really important because a lot of times you couldn't take an infant into daycare until they're a certain age old. Young couple later made arrangements with my mother for her to take care of their baby. They were all excited about it. This was going to be wonderful. And then the doctor told them that that baby had Down syndrome. They came to my mother and told her, we will understand if you decide to say no. We will just try and find someone else. It'll be okay. And my mother looked at them and she said, why would I say no to probably one of the sweetest babies I will ever know? And she took care of that little girl all the way until, I think that child was 10. She was going to school, but she'd still come by and visit with my mother. They wound up having 2 more children that were, quote, normal, whatever normal is today. But they had 2 more children, and my mother helped take care of them. My mother could have never taken care of a nicer child. And a lot of that is how you treat those children from day one, how you read to them. This little girl wound up going to school. She graduated from high school. I'm not sure what she's doing now, but I can tell you right now, the hardest thing that I had to do when my mother passed away was telling that child that my mother had passed away. That was the saddest little girl I think I have ever known.
Sorry.
Down syndrome just simply means that you're a little different. Not that you have problems. There can be, but that you're a little different. Look at the number of, quote, normal children today that go out and murder and rape, steal, do drugs, but they're normal. I have yet to know one Down syndrome child that was vicious. I'm sure that they're out there because it's the way they were raised. But for a set of parents to arbitrarily abort a child simply because they will be different, it is, like you said, it's absolutely heartbreaking. There is never a reason. God gives us special children for special reasons. And sometimes we need to take advantage of those special reasons. They can make us better people. I know that made my mother a better grandmother. She understood more.
Yeah, no, and
It
it's
was an interesting conversation.
and it goes into thank God for all the joys and pleasures and the health and the beauty of life, but also thank Him for all the trials and the difficulties and the differences and the stumbling blocks and and sometimes He'll put a sword through your heart, and instead of going, well, why is anything worth anything now? Maybe understand this is to help you in the end. But I appreciate the call, T-Spear, I really do. Let's go to John. Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey, good afternoon. I just wanted to say that that's the most powerful segment I've ever heard you do.
Appreciate you telling me.
Yeah. And, Joey, this is a litmus test for me for a candidate. I don't vote for anybody that's in favor of ending children's lives. It's just not going to happen. And as far as the Down syndrome children are concerned, we had the option of knowing about a test to determine if Down syndrome. And I remember telling the doctor with our firstborn, I said, look, it doesn't matter to me. I said, whatever God gives us is what He's given us. And children are a blessing, no matter how they come into this world or what the circumstances were. They can be the greatest blessing in your life. And I've had many discussions online with people that are pro-choice. And, of course, their first inclination is, and they'll say this a lot of times, well, you only care for them while they're in the womb. You don't care for them. I said, really? I said, you don't know who you're talking to. I said, my entire life has been devoted to kids because I've been a teacher and in education since then. Plus, I've been a foster parent. The kids don't matter to me what they look like or anything else about them, intelligence level or whatever. And as far as ending a child's life, there was a lady that worked with me. She had an abortion much younger in life when she was a kid. And the due date, sometimes on that day, she would have a come apart. And because I'm a minister, they asked me to come talk to her. They didn't know what it was, but I talked to her. We were friends, and I said, look, I said, people don't know the impact that it can have on women later, the residual of that, because it comes back into their mind, Joey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It haunts them for sure. I've watched
There's a pretty hardcore Fulton Sheen quote about that, like 10, 15, and now we're a lot farther away from when Fulton Sheen first said it. Said he wondered how many complexes and other, say, demons, things would haunt people coming down the road.
For sure.
So, anyway, well, I've enjoyed it this afternoon. You've done a superb job, really.
I want to tell you thank you for what you do. An educator and a foster parent. You're a great American and a good Christian, and we need more people like you.
Well, thank you.
I mean that.
Appreciate you, John.
Take care.
272-9228. And yeah, there's so many posts. Like one, this guy's from Texas, just Chris on X said, I've had a hard time focusing today. I just can't quite put down that despicable post from the, I'm seeing the despicable post from the man that aborted his daughter because her test results indicated she likely had Down syndrome. As the father of a daughter with DS, I know the statistics. I also know how the conversation goes with the geneticist. But to see someone publicly announce the murder of their child and with such egocentric disdain just has me very upset today. Lord have mercy, Christ have mercy, Lord have mercy, God in heaven, thank you for the gift of my Ellie. Now I'm seeing a photo of little Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's got me choking up. I don't know. You look at like so much of where this country's heading. There are a lot of places we're doing in the right direction, but daggum,
it's the value of human life.
There's a lot out there. And it's just what's surreal is you see this, a mile a second on social media and the whirl of it. And let's go to Clark. Hey, Clark, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We're doing well.
Yeah.
So I have a hard time with the less hatred of the peanut butter falcons. Relative, a sibling, an in-law. You never meet any Down syndrome people that are not happy. They're just happy people. And who was the leftist politician when we got the decision overturning Roe that said, well, great, now we're going to have an epidemic of Down syndrome people?
Oh, I can't remember, but yeah. Oh.
The horror of the age in which we live. Now, I think the left contrive gateway positions. If you can convince people that a man can be a woman, what lie will they not accept? And if you can get people to accept the notion that the right to life is a woman's right to choose, liberty and happiness aren't too far behind that, are they? What rights can't you take if you're allowed to kill the unborn in the womb?
I mean, we're on that way. And you also look at it, every society that's gone awry in profound ways, that it always begins with how we treat the kids and those who really can't help themselves.
Well, I don't think that's a flaw. I think, or it's not a feature. It's not a flaw. It's a feature. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Is to get us to that point. But anyway, thank you for. I appreciate what T. Spears shared, because
absolutely.
I don't understand why the hate on that. But anyway, keep doing what you do.
Appreciate you, man. Now, you're wearing, what are you wearing there on your wrist again?
The Knights of Sebast, the Brave 40.
The 40 martyrs.
The 40 martyrs.
But you do know who are the first martyrs in the church, right?
Is it Justice?
Mm-mm.
Justin, I mean.
Eddie, do you know? Eddie Bader's here.
Well, Jesus is the first martyr.
Well, no, actually, it predates Jesus' death.
Oh, I think, okay, all right.
Yeah, because God's outside of our normal kinds of time.
Okay.
So
Let's think
it
about
can
this.
work out. Who are the very first martyrs? It has to do with our conversations, why I'm bringing it up. Remember, I mentioned it in what the devil might have been whispering to Mary, that kings will try to hunt you down.
Sure. Herod, all of them, yeah. The Pharaoh.
And Herod, what did he do? Then Herod, when he saw that he'd been tricked by the wise men, became furious, and he sent and killed all the male children in Bethlehem.
Oh, yeah.
And in all that region who were 2 years old or younger, according to the time that he had ascertained from the wise men. This is from Matthew 2:16 through 18. Then was fulfilled what was spoken by the prophet Jeremiah. A voice was heard in Ramah, weeping and loud lamentation, Rachel weeping for her children. She refused to be comforted because they were no more. And the church has long said that these were the first martyrs, the holy innocents.
Yeah.
Is the name that's been given.
I've heard this before.
Yeah.
You jogged my memory. You're right. The children that died in well, not in vain, but in his stead.
And it's good to keep in mind who were the very first martyrs. And St. Augustine describes them as infant martyr flowers. They were the church's first blossoms, matured by the frost of persecution during the cold winter of unbelief. Anyway, let's go to Josh. Hey, Josh, how you doing?
What's up, Josh?
Hey, doing great. Hey, I just want to say on the topic, God created every man, woman, child in his image, and they're beautiful no matter if there's a quote-unquote abnormality or difference in that. Everybody's made beautiful. And I got a lot of, in high school, I was a teacher's aide for special education in the classroom, and we had such a blast with these children. And when I was a counselor at Camp Chandler, they're beautiful, beautiful children. They're children. And the thought that somebody would terminate that and lose the opportunity to experience that is just heartbreaking.
Really is.
It truly is.
But to kind of change the subject a little bit, I'm on my way to Men's Health, and I wanted to see how your experience went, Joey, if you can give me a little info.
You're on the way to what?
Men's Health, Montgomery.
Oh, Montgomery?
Yeah,
Montgomery Men's Health. Oh, sorry.
Men's Health.
I wouldn't understand you there. Well, I love it. Montgomery Men's Health's been great. Helped me out. I'm a client. I'm on their peptide, the Samorlin. And and it's real. They're discreet, real straightforward, and really, it's just the practical experiences. You're going to get a blood draw, and then you'll sit and talk to the provider and the doctor about maybe what's going on with you, and they can. And I don't know. We don't want to pry about what you're going in for exactly, but they're great.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Okay,
Great people.
awesome. Well, I look forward to it, and I appreciate y'all taking time to take my call.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Let
See
me
you,
know
bro.
how it goes
See
with
you.
Montgomery Men's Health. And by the way, this part of the program brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health, and they can help you men out. Say you got issues with low T, and a lot of the symptoms of low T is you are getting thicker around the middle. You are losing that energy, that drive, that libido, no life force to
brain
speak of.
fog.
Confidence is shot. Second guessing yourself all throughout life, and including in the bedroom. That's no fun.
No fun at all.
Or it could be you've got, ED or PE, or maybe you just want to up your game. Like you're doing okay, but you want to get that NAD plus peptide to get that extra mental focus and drive. Across the board, they can help you there at Montgomery Men's Health, powered by Men's Pro. So what you need to do is just get by there, make an appointment, and get by there like you just heard there from Josh. And it's real simple, real easy, quick blood draw. They'll get results real quick and sit down and talk to you about next steps. And they have a whole menu of options, which is really, really great, depending on where you are in life. And what's cool is a lot of guys, I guess it's not cool for the guy, but they're like, man, I wish I'd done this sooner. This really works. And so, gentlemen, don't procrastinate. Don't wait. Get by there. You can always make an appointment calling them up at 440-3663. That's 440-3663. Or you can book online in under 30 seconds at MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. That's Montgomery Men's Health for every man in every season of life. Now, Eddie, you do know this one. What is Shane Gillis's, one of his most famous segments of stand-up?
Grilled cheese.
I'm making them at night. I'm not making them at night.
And it's hysterical because there's a whole genre of that out there. It's quite humorous.
Now, I'm going to try to play this while bleeping certain parts. We'll
Okay.
see if I succeed.
It's funny when you bring up Down syndrome, you can always tell who's never been around it in their lives. Like if I tell people, if I'm like, yeah, I have family members with Down syndrome, people that have never been around it are always, oh, like Down syndrome is the fucking end of the world. Are they okay? Are they doing okay? It's like, they're doing better than everybody I know. They're the only dudes I know having a good time pretty consistently. Sorry they're not on fucking Adderall and anti-anxiety like the rest of us. They're on fucking Capri Suns. Having a good time. Dude, my Uncle Danny sneaks grilled cheese sandwiches into restaurants just in case they don't serve grilled cheese sandwiches. It's the best. You'll be out to dinner with them, you look across the table, you see them sneaking a grilled cheese. Yo, where'd you get that cheese, Danny? His dad's with him. He's like, that f***er, he's been making them at night. I know he is. I'm not making them at night, Dad. And he'll look at you and be like, I'm making them at night.
Anyway, we'll be right back.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
On FM, on your smartphone, and online, the River Region's most trusted voice, News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Quick break there. This part of the program, normally talk to him on the phone, but he gets tied up. He's busy right now. We have Invista Advisors with Austin Baranco and the whole team there. Invista Advisors, they can help you out across the board, not only on the investment side of the house. Of course, Austin runs the brokerage just there. And, you know, Brent McDonald, who you've heard for years on these airwaves with Greg Budell, has been the chief strategist, has been guiding the ship there at Invista Advisors. And so if you're looking for investment advice and somebody to manage those investments, of course they can do that for you there at Invista Advisors, but it's beyond just your investment portfolio. They can also help you out with any sort of financial need or financial planning concern that you might have. It could be you're just starting out a family, you're just starting out with a plan for the whole family and need things like life insurance, as well as, well, you know, maybe a simple idea of, okay, here's what things are going to cost down the road. Or maybe your money's tied up in like the middle of life in a small business or something like that. Could be you started a nonprofit. You used to be able to, you could run it. You, the wife could run it. You and a buddy could run it. Now you need like a full-time consultant team. Well, Invista Advisors can help you there. Or, of course, end-of-life concerns. So if you're worried about, well, making sure things are buttoned up, don't worry. Let Invista Advisors handle it for you. Again, across the board. Check them out today. You can always go to InvistaAdvisors.com or just give them a call direct at 387-0094. That's 387-0094. Invista Advisors. And be sure to tell them that Joey, that fellow on the radio, sent you. So y'all want to see, what do you think of Tim Burchett, that fellow out of Tennessee who's in Congress?
You know, I like him.
I like that fellow
I like
too.
he'll drop a video every once in a while. He seems to stay and want to stay in contact with people.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and so I recognize the fella in a video posted by Tim Burchett.
Really?
Yeah, I recognize the fella.
You recognize Tim?
Well, I recognize the fella with Tim.
Oh, okay.
I recognize Tim. I recognize that fella. I recognize both
that was a
fellas.
given.
There was a couple of fellas I recognized.
Okay.
And let me pull up on the screen here. I want to see if you recognize that fella, even with like the blurry still image.
Barry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Barry Moore.
I seen that dude do some water skiing.
That's Barry Moore.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so this is, I guess, right outside the Capitol. I've been in those streets before, all the office buildings up there.
I used to work there.
Yeah, you know it well.
Yeah,
some good bars up there if you're into that sort of thing.
You know what's funny?
Back before you find God, man, DC's fun.
Man, the Oyster Riot bar is awesome. But the thing about DC, though, Joey, is you've never seen a city that's so vertical.
Yeah.
And then it goes completely horizontal
right.
5 o'clock. It's like
Yeah.
everybody lives outside.
Yep.
But I mean,
Get to Arlington,
around,
baby. Yeah.
If you stay around, there's cool little, places. But you're right, Joey. It's weird. It's a weird town.
So here is Tim Burchett with a fella I recognize, Barry Moore. Let's listen in.
Hey everybody, it's Tim Burchett sitting here with my good friend Barry Moore from the
I won't. I have to say great state of Alabama.
Great state of Alabama.
All right. Anyway, whatever. I did like Bear Bryant. Anyway, hey, you folks in Alabama got a real big opportunity to elect this guy. He's the real deal. He's not one of these career politicians that's been here all this time. Heck, I've been here 8 years. He's been here 5 years. People don't even find the bathroom in 5 years. Barry passes legislation. He's morally sound, and he's an excellent, excellent legislator. Please don't make a mistake, folks. We could lose our country over these primaries and these elections. Barry Moore's a good man. Please elect him to the United States Senate. You'll be missing the real deal if you don't put him in there. Barry?
Thank you, Tim. God bless you, brother.
Thank you. God has blessed me, brother. Thank you.
Amen.
Now, of course, the upcoming Monday is that big here in Montgomery, 1819 News.
Oh, yeah, Pride Impact, yeah.
Yeah, 3 different debates for the AG race, for the Lieutenant Governor race, and for that U.S. Senate runoff race.
Are you going to go down there and be media?
I'll be there.
Media.
No, I'm not going to be media, but I'm going to be suit and booted.
Are you?
Yeah.
Admiral's going to be there.
I don't know if I'll wear a tie or not, but I tried on my suit that I bought like 2 years ago. It fits like a glove
Does
now. Yeah.
Well, then don't ruin it with
The
a tie.
gains. Thank you, Montgomery Menzel.
Don't ruin it with a tie. Go out there with a few.
Oh, just like have it open.
You got the chain now.
And
Mr.
whatever
T.
you do,
Go
don't
put it
wear a
out there.
bow tie, for God's sake.
Oh, you don't like bow ties?
I want to choke people that wear bow ties, dude.
Hey, you don't ever trust a dude wearing a bow
It's
tie.
a screaming, look at me, look at me. I'm different than you.
Peacocking.
Just wear a nice
Now,
tie.
I knew a gentleman that wore bow ties all the time.
Yeah, I do too.
But here's the extra thing. Like, because I went and hung out with him in Atlanta once.
Yeah.
Literally just slept on his couch. And I wake up, and in the morning, he's ironing something. I'm like, what is he ironing? And no, a detachable collar. So the collar stands up straight and stiff. Now, it does look great.
It does look good. That shows good.
But I'm like,
that's nice.
That's over the top, man.
For a dude?
You're going to iron.
For a dude?
He's
your
been doing
collar.
it for a while, man. He's been doing it for a while.
No, and everybody thought he was a little light
he
loafers, but
appreciates his
apparently
look,
he was like a ladies' man, not in a good way either.
Well,
a dirty dog.
That's probably who
anyway.
taught him how to iron that collar. Hey,
Anyway.
back
I
in
thought
the
you were going
day-
to say detachable penis.
He's
ironing a detachable penis.
I don't know, because there's a song from the Meat Puppets. It's detachable penis.
And things have gone downhill. Get ready for the second hour, folks.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Ken Lormand in Washington. The Trump economy continues to surprise analysts after a better-than-expected jobs report. U.S. employers added 172,000 jobs in May as the labor market continued to show strength in the face of rising costs from the Iran war. The unemployment rate stayed at a low 4.3%. The Treasury Department's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network is urging banks to be alert to risk tied to serving people living in the U.S. illegally, the guidance issued today. After today's positive jobs report, stocks falling on Wall Street as big technology companies are losing ground, weighed down by the broader market. The selling continues with the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 408 points at last check. This is SRN News.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new break you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really helped me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-499-5331. 800-499-5331. 800-499-5330.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Truckers, listen up. A $2,500 sign-on bonus only at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Work for a company that puts God and family first. 855-777-9785. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Rich Thomas weather. Well, hi, everybody. Still a pretty good forecast today. Lots of sunshine, a little warmer with a high temperature in the upper 80s, but the humidity is still fairly tolerable. Tonight, mostly clear skies. Overnight, low temperature in the mid-60s. Now, over the weekend, I've got highs 88 to 90, but the humidity will be quite a bit higher. The chances of encountering a stray storm are 20% or less on Saturday. A little higher, though, 50-50 on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, but not a washout. Just get ready for some sticky days. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Life's a beach with an ASE loan financing the fun you deserve. It's your summer, your way. ASE has the funds. Apply online or at any of our 9 locations.
ASE Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASE.
Federally insured by NCUA.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. Governor Kay Ivey announced Thursday the Alabama National Guard will support operations for America 250 events in Washington, D.C. 150 soldiers from Alabama will assist with public events connected to major July 4th America 250 celebrations. Our Alabama Guard members will work alongside the D.C. National Guard. The city of Montgomery updated construction progress on the Wares Ferry Road Bridge Thursday. According to city officials, at the current pace, the bridge should reopen early this summer. The bridge located near the intersection of Wares Ferry Road and Macklemore Drive was closed for repairs December 18th of last year. Maxwell Air Force Base and Trenholm State Community College have entered a partnership agreement. A new child care apprenticeship program will allow Trenholm State students to work within the base's child and youth program facilities. The agreement will also help benefit service members' family to receive child care as well. The program will officially begin this fall. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
Yes? Yeah, I'm Bill. You called about some breakers tripping?
Oh, yes, Bill. My brother-in-law says you can do almost anything.
That's me. Not much I hadn't seen.
Do you really want someone who does almost anything in your electric box? Think about that. Because each year, thousands of home fires are caused by faulty wiring. That's why you want a professional, like the electricians at Crosby Electric.
Bill, how's it going? Bill, ooh, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, well, I didn't really need my eyebrows anyway.
At Crosby Electric, all technicians undergo rigorous safety training, as well as background checks, drug testing, and continuing education.
Bill, you think maybe I should call a real electrician?
No, these little slip-ups happen. Everybody does it.
Really?
No, not really. When you need professional electric work, or you just like someone to assess your home for safety, call the experts at Crosby Electric, 272-2085, or visit us at crosbyelectric.com.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Eddie Bader in the studio, and Troy Carrico. And
Well, let's just start off with this hour with something really stupid and political.
Oh boy.
Which is a Trump post.
Oh, that's kind of a redundant statement,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Stupid and political.
Yeah, no, but this is like, as far as Trump posts go, even more like, this-
Okay. It's
we're fighting over this.
Okay.
Yeah, we not agree on anything.
Apparently not.
Anything. The Great Reflecting Pool.
Yeah.
That stretches between the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument just opened to rave reviews, but maliciously or not, some say, like the Washington Post, it was a paint job. The Washington Post said it was a paint job. This was not a paint job. This was a highly sophisticated material, industrial strength that could last for 100 years, applied by very talented people, many of whom came from the great state of Oklahoma, where I won 77 out of 77 counties 3 times. The only president to ever do so. The material is thick, strong, flexible. It has a natural, beautiful color, the dark blue of the American flag. President Donald J. Trump.
He's proud of that.
I thought it was cool. Anything
I
like that's
did.
great. But are they really, and call me ignorant here, and I feel like I'm going to be called that. Are they really going to have the Tough Man competition at the White House?
UFC. Yeah, they're going to be doing
Really?
Oh, they're definitely having the
Is-
UFC.
is
Yeah,
it
they're
happening?
definitely having
When
the
is
UFC.
On
that
the lawn of the White House,
Yeah.
yes.
I
Oh,
saw-
it's going to be crazy.
When is that happening?
I think next month. He made a statement. He made a statement. Said, "I think I'm going to keep it permanently here." That's what he said.
Invite over foreign leaders, baby.
No, you know, like in Street Fighter, you remember at least those video games?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat and
Yep.
stuff, how it would be different scenes.
Finish him.
Yeah, especially.
So
You ever think it'd be the White House? Would be the background?
Yeah, and it'd be like the White House.
That's gonna be
Who's the
great.
big boss? Trump? He comes
Yeah,
out.
he will be the big boss. And then Hexit will be one of his flunkies.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
How
Hey,
could
Your
he come out?
soul is mine.
Rubio would come out. You couldn't hit him because he's too short.
Bite him in the You gotta watch
like,
his kicks.
By the way, it isn't all prayer all day, every day. I went down the rabbit hole on like this YouTube video of the history of like Mortal Kombat, like in the arcade.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's great.
And really
Raging.
cool stuff.
Oh, man, there's some great characters.
Yeah,
in
and
there.
I mean, it's kind of cool how they first made it. Like, because it was the game my mother did not want me playing, or no mother did. You know,
Yeah.
because it was over the top violent,
It's like,
and it was
oh,
also '90s like
silly
sexual in a ridiculous way.
Joey, I don't like you
was
playing
selling
that.
that.
It's just
Right.
too violent.
Well, no, and apparently there was a rumor that there was like a secret character where the girls take their clothes off, and that was just never
That
true.
was why you kept
Well, I'm
fighting, you
telling
kept
you,
playing.
I hit A, B, B,
Yep.
up, down,
Yeah,
but
push,
you got to
push.
hit it just right, and Jade's clothes fall off.
Yep.
Okay,
I saw boobies.
Yep. Well, I tell you what, how good are you at video games now?
I was never great at video games.
Really? I always figured you were a gamer.
No, I could play a game and win it.
Mhm.
And like figure it out. But like, especially first person shooter fighter games, when it became peer to peer, like,
Yeah.
oh, I was not the worst, but I'm not good.
Joey was doing Magic the Gathering.
I know. That's what I figured.
No, never did matter.
That, he was
I'm
going up
joking.
to the guys
He,
with guns.
he takes a shower.
You want to
so
play
he
some
doesn't
Dungeons and
play
Dragons?
that.
No, I do. What were the big ones? Well, the last game I actually played
Risk.
Did you
was
play
Civilization.
That's right, Sid Meier.
I like
Yeah,
Sid.
that's fun. That's always good.
I mean, that is a
No,
fun,
I get it. I'm
like
a Sim
strategy.
City.
Micro pros, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. I never really got into the Sims so much, but SimCity I loved it.
And my brother and I, like when we were still living together years ago, he got a Switch and got the new Zelda game, Breath of the Wild, and there's another one that's come out since. But that was awesome. Like that was actually like I felt like a kid again, and it's an incredible game.
Yeah.
Like the story, also the open world. Let me give you an example, like
Yeah,
just to nerd
okay.
out for a second. It's truly open world, but there are like consequences. So if you get to a cold environment and you don't have cold like clothing,
You're in trouble.
you're gonna freeze to death, or like there's like
Yeah.
reality.
There's connectivity.
But you can go pretty much anywhere you want to go in the world. It's not like some invisible wall is somewhere.
Can you
So
go to
I was like,
Antarctica?
Hmm?
Can you go to Antarctica?
well, what I did is I'm like, that looks like the tallest mountain peak in the game.
I'm gonna go there.
Wonder if I can get up there. And like I start climbing, and like you have a certain stamina bar, but you start climbing, just climbing, and I get to the top, and I didn't have any cold stuff. So I'm like, well, I got sticks and so I made a fire.
Okay.
It keeps you alive.
Okay.
I'm like, what in the
That's
world
very
is this
resourceful.
game? Like it was very cool. It was very intuitive, very open world. And I mean, this is years ago, so this is late to the party. But yeah, I like stuff like that when you can really get into it. But now I'm like, I don't have time, man.
Okay, here's another idea because you reach at an age where I think this would be good for you. I saw a clip of Troy. I know Troy
Talk
would
to
do
me.
this.
Talk to
I
me.
saw this great clip where we could go to Brazil or even Mexico, ride motorcycles for a week across the country.
Like Baja.
And it's all inclusive. Every stop you make.
Especially you two talking about detachable penises and stuff. Like,
You couldn't go with two people who care more for you to make
That's
sure.
right.
I know,
That's
but
seriously.
just also.
You want to go camping?
I keep asking me. Keep getting the same answer.
You like Bofa? Remember that? Both of these nuts on your chin. So we'd be all right. We'd have a good time.
It's all inclusive, dude. It's all inclusive. For a week, we just go riding.
You want some adventure, don't you? You're craving some. He's looking for adventure.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do think the White House being the backdrop of a big violent event.
It's gonna be awesome.
Hopefully, it's actually a good fight because that Ronda Rousey,
she's
Gina Carano.
She's a fighter.
You think it was a setup?
Yeah, dude, that was one of the Mike Tyson specials, dude. Where everybody bought the pay-per-view, and 3 seconds later, you're like, dude, I get ripped off.
So, like, Gina purposely lost that fight.
And what happened as soon as the match was over? What did
They
Ronda
hugged.
Rousey do?
What?
She retired.
Oh yeah.
She does that all the time, though.
True, but in true WWE fashion.
WD-40.
Yeah. WD-40.
I was rooting
Slick.
for Gina.
She's slick.
I don't know why.
Really?
But I
Don't
was
know
root-
why?
I was rooting for Gina.
I kind of got an idea why, Joey.
I don't
You
know
know
why.
what's funny is
You are a grown man.
The funny part of this is to see the dichotomy of some of the fighters are like, well, I don't want to be in a political event, or I don't want to. Those Azerbaijani and those Armenians want to be there. They're like, hey, we go kick ass at the White House. Ass kicking Biden. Bring it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Rogan's even going to be there for that event.
Dude, I would.
I don't
So
imagine
I would
so.
be
He will
given,
be.
I would think. All right, so how do we get tickets?
I think it's already too late for that.
Nah, come on. You just give me a name. Give me a name. I'll start making phone calls.
Speaking of
Let's
which,
call up Senator Tuberville. Let's call up Senator Britt's
Britt,
people.
that's who I need to call.
Yeah,
We can go with
they'll
Wesley.
answer your call
Yeah.
immediately.
Oh, all day long. All right, I got her.
Speaking of which, I just got a call this morning from Brooks Turner, who was one of the chiefs of the James Capers mission, and he will be pinning on June 19th.
Yes.
And I have been invited to the White House.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but it's only for one, so I doubt I'll go. I'm not going
You
to leave.
should
Robin.
go, man. That's a
Yeah, I
big
don't know.
event.
He
You were a
he's
big part
asking
of
for
that.
one. I just found that out, Robin. I'll tell you about it when I get home.
Troy,
Robin,
here's-
let him go.
Here's a way around that. You need personal security. You are a big name guy. I am your personal security.
Yes, I would feel very, very safe. With
Would you though?
Of course I would.
Don't
You'd
listen to
entertain
him.
people to death.
Oh,
Don't
dude,
listen
I'd
to
bring grilled cheeses. We'd have a good time.
Don't listen.
Eddie.
272-9228, by the way, if you want to get in on the conversation. I do have this one story, but it's so like, let me just read it, not
Make
play
me
the
jump off
video.
the edge here.
Okay, sounds good.
Border Collie
Very smart.
Yeah.
in China.
Very tasty.
You know, you
Yeah.
know where this is going.
Kung Fu dog.
With 1.5 million followers. It's a guy who's a travel guy. He is Chinese, I believe.
Okay.
He's a travel guy. Has 1.5 million followers. His Border Collie's adorable. It's like one of those.
It's not one of those people in a suit like the Japanese
No.
I showed you that.
No,
time.
it's
Right.
a
It's a real dog.
Yeah.
Well, it was stolen, and he offered somebody $1,500 to find it.
Yeah.
And they said it's too late. It was sold for $27, and somebody ate it.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's like. But then I didn't pull up the picture because you see this Border Collie, and you're like, "What? You did that to Bo? Is that the spot?" But it's China.
It's China.
These are people that eat rocks, suck on the juice,
Yep.
and spit them out.
Really?
It's stone soup, baby.
So listen, when the meat is thin there in a lot of the provinces, what they do is they have hot woks, and they take rocks, smooth rocks like river rocks, and they put soy, they put I don't know,
some flavor in there.
kung pao, whatever on it, cream of some young cum in there, and then you eat it, and they spit them out. They spit them out into a bucket.
All right, in
By the way,
Korea,
I dumped that last one on the radio. But if you're on the live stream, you can get it.
in Korea, they taught us, they don't do it anymore, but they taught us that, dog was a part of their cuisine. When they would eat it would be in the hot dog days of summer. They would eat dog days
hot
of
dog
summer
days.
soup. And you would eat it really hot because it would be so hot.
Is that how they?
supposedly-
Is that how they
Yep.
said? How they sounded when they said it?
No.
How did they sound?
I'm not going to do that.
How did they
do.
sound? No, we need to. Well, this is for documentary evidence.
Yes. Did you ever
Like
see?
the hot dogs.
Did you see Did you see the bottles of the snake wine
Yeah.
they had there? That stuff's real.
Okay.
It's
One of the
weird.
bars we went into, they had the whole look like a toe in a bar or a toe in the thing. I don't know what it was. I didn't do shots of it. I kind of threw that shot behind me, but everybody else did shots.
Oh no!
Yeah.
They had a
Anyway.
cobra, like a cobra in one of them.
Well, I already broke the seal here. Here's this like.
Homer.
Oh no.
Hey, buddy, have you seen my dog? What kind of dog?
We ate
Border collies?
We ate it.
Border collies?
Delicious. He said.
You're kidding me.
Did he?
I've never seen a border collie like that.
Good looking dog.
Wait a second.
Dog.
That golden retriever. My golden retriever.
Why don't they have Shar-Peis? Sorry.
So it goes
That's
on.
terrible, Joey.
Yeah, no, this is all.
Okay, but if you love the dog so much, how do you let them get away?
I know.
Well, border collies are pretty independent. They'll go do their thing.
Nah, this is true.
They're working dogs.
Felt like something to go herd.
They're working dogs.
Just
yes.
like, man, China.
Well, you know.
We're so modern. We're China. We're going to dominate the world now. You're still eating border collies.
Listen, I told you the farmer that said when he irrigated his crop out there, they go, now, well, you're going to take this to market. He goes, yeah, will you eat to save some of it? He goes, oh, I never eat this. The water I use is too polluted.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me?
That's nuts.
They are
See,
super.
it's the rest of the world. America is not the only place in the world.
And we're Occidents too. They call us Occidentals, and they do that. Come on, I'm not a barbarian. Maybe I'm a heathen, but not a barbarian.
A bit of a redneck, but
oh, definitely high tech redneck.
So I have one of these classic. This is why, by the way, I always check the New York Post.
I love New York Post.
I haven't read this, but the headline is so good.
There's always good stuff.
Especially because it's about something that, as a teenager, I loved, then I learned to hate, and I don't think I'll ever go back on one.
What is it?
Cruises.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Here's
yeah,
the headline: Death, illicit affairs, and love scams. The sinking truths about life on a cruise ship revealed. Now, I have always wondered is that a fun job or one of the saddest jobs in the world if you're working on a cruise ship?
My buddy Marvin worked on a cruise ship for a few years, and he enjoyed it, but
he was at a different status level.
Yeah, I mean, he enjoyed it.
Filipino crew member.
He did. He said he wanted to get out of it because you're just longing for home.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always somewhere.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
So,
and let's be honest, some of the clientele that are coming on the cruise ships now and all that smells like Montgomery on the boat, you know?
Big time. They're banning the crap out of that, yeah.
No sleep, lifeless bodies, and horny cheaters hunting for green cards. That's life at sea, or so warns cruise ship crew member Ray, with an E, and her colleague virally unveiling the unpleasant underbelly of luxury liners. By the way, did you also see that, like, there's this proposed ship that's like a mile long?
Yeah.
It'll be
It's
like
like a
essentially a
super liner.
floating city.
Super liner.
That'll have regular permanent residents, and then other tourists can hop on.
Aircraft carrier?
No, it's like the plan is this massive, essentially floating city that's, it would be, I think, the biggest ship ever made.
I don't think I want no part of that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Anyway, things about working on a cruise ship that would send normal people into a coma. This is the twosome did this. Twosome. That's quite. I'm just reading from the New York Post here. That's not my term.
They're trying to get hits, Eddie. They're trying to get hits.
Yeah.
But they said in a vid, and they're, okay. You get kind of used to hearing that there's a dead person on board. Ray grimly admitted of her gig, noting that she rarely gets any sleep after setting sail and thrives on 7-minute naps. Oh, like Napoleon.
People die every day, man.
Yep.
Apparently he napped at Waterloo.
I heard that. Marshall
Maybe
May
he
was-
shouldn't have.
Maybe Marshall May couldn't do it.
Lots of dead bodies, chimed in her co-worker with a chuckle. There's a morgue on the ship.
Yeah,
Is this true?
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Refrigerated
There, listen, and let me tell you a little story about the law of international law at sea.
Yeah.
The doctor is a very powerful person, and the captain is de facto in charge. There is no
There's
law
none higher.
except the law of maritime rule. So if they say you're listen, I'm telling you, you don't mess around on boats.
Yeah, 3 passengers aboard the Dutch cruise liner MV Hondius
motor vehicle
died amid a suspected hantavirus outbreak in May. An 88-year-old vacationer, too, lost her life on a Carnival celebration ship last month, plunging into the water after losing control of her mobility scooter in the Bahamas. That's awful, man.
Okay, but if
It's like the same.
How did you lose control
How
of your
did that?
mobility scooter?
You probably never had it in the first place. You didn't have control.
Oh, man.
Maybe at some point in life you shouldn't be mobile.
Maybe she did it on purpose.
She probably shouldn't have been using that scooter.
Maybe she did it on purpose. That's despairing. Dara Tucker, a former cruise singer. Oh man, now
You
you're
know,
part of
now
the gig,
we're-
buddy.
listen.
That's a gig.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that for a single dude.
Now I do. Very first cruise I went on.
Yeah.
I remember I did have a good time. I was only 16, so like
Yeah, but they treated you like you were 21.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely got it.
Yeah.
And I remember being at one of these bars, and they just had, it was like, they must have been Filipino, or like,
Yeah,
it was,
a lot of Filipinos on those.
and they were just a classic rock, like 80s rock cover band. And it was the greatest time ever. Like, it really was I'm a little over that stuff at this point. Though maybe not. Maybe I need to go to more cover bands.
They were singing Hug It, Squeeze, and Kissing by Journey in
Yeah.
Filipino.
Love and Touch and Squeeze.
Yeah, that
Love
one.
and Touch
Yeah.
and Squeeze.
Joey's over here going, I like this, man.
There's something about taking over. Sounds horrible. There's something about taking over a bar like that. We did it a couple times in Korea where we looked around, all the regulars were out of the bar, and it was just us Americans that
The
kind of
expats.
took over.
The
Yeah, we had a
expats.
blast.
But anyway, Dara Tucker, a former cruise singer who lived on boats during touring the Mediterranean and the Caribbean,
that might be
previously revealed the grisly truth behind the ice cream party ship staffers sporadically treat passengers to, alleging it's often because more people have died on the ship than they have room for in the morgue. If more than 7 people die on that particular ship, they would have to start moving bodies to the freezer, Tucker explained, which meant they needed to make room in the freezer. When cruisers aren't busy kicking the bucket or stashing the bodies, they're busy trying to get busy with fellow trippers. Well, this just seems obvious.
It's like the Love Boat. They were always trying to.
Everybody is hotter on a cruise ship.
This is true.
Like 10 times hotter. Everyone has ship goggles.
Yep.
The most mediocre people become the most beautiful people you've ever seen. That's a real thing. We used to, when I worked at Fun Zone, especially lock-ins and stuff, you work 12-hour shifts. You get Fun Zone goggles.
I used to work at the Hyundai.
Oh, yeah. You know.
We used to always have 2 scores, outside the gate and inside the gate.
Man, that
outside the gate, she's a strong 4. Inside the gate, ooh, that's 8+.
And I don't mind a mustache when I'm on the floor.
Oh, mustaches wasn't the problem.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys.
Rolls.
No, have you not seen that? Have you not had this in your line of work?
No. Well,
oh, come
well,
on.
listen,
Oh,
okay,
yes, you
okay,
have.
yes,
In
I do.
military,
Yes,
out of
I'll tell
military.
you the truth. Not me, because I was an officer, but
And a
listen,
gentleman.
no, I was a gentleman. For as
I
far as
agree
you
with
know,
that
as
part,
far
but-
as you know, as far as
All
you
your
know, I
great
was a gentleman.
skills, yeah.
No, here's the deal. The great skills. Listen up. So we had something called deployment issues.
Yes.
When you go over there, what happens there stays there. And
That's
a lot of my troops would fornicate, and I'd have to reel them in. But yeah, the things they would do there, they wouldn't be doing it.
No, you couldn't do it. No.
If you do end up hooking up with somebody on a cruise ship, there's a 50% chance they probably have a spouse and kids at home. Go onto a cruise ship single, one of them advised. I'm not surprised by any of this so far.
How could you be?
It's just like...
So let me tell you what Colonel Holland does. They go on that Viking River cruise.
Yeah, I've heard
Man,
that.
listen, he
I've heard
said
that's
it
awesome.
is outstanding. If you listen, Colonel, and you know what, $325 for all you can drink premium liquor. He said, I'm getting like 20 years scotch. So you
yeah,
just
you
keep
get your
pouring
money
it, keep pouring it
That's
until I
pretty
say
great.
stop.
Now,
Man.
my brother, apparently, he did that before he met his wife. He
Yeah.
kind of just had been working at a travel agency here and went on one through Europe, started in Switzerland, and it's amazing.
He said it was amazing. You'll wake up in the morning. There's a castle right on the side of the wall. It's just pretty cool.
Okay, Carolina with a K, Pleck with only a C. What a name. An author and ex-cruise employee confirmed the wildness of the ride, recalling forbidden sexual trysts between crew workers as well as boat ship personnel and guests. Well, because that is the vibe of the place.
Right. It's kind of.
I remember a bartender sneaking a female passenger down to his cabin disguised in a life jacket.
He was doing a life jacket.
Yeah, it's not noting the strict no fraternizing with guests rule. Well, we weren't fraternizing; we were
Fitting this life jacket.
I was doing
Checking
yoga.
the fit for
We
this
were doing
life
yoga. Goat yoga.
Another very attractive female guest was once caught attempting to leave a male crew member's quarters in early hours wearing a ball cap and oversized hoodie. Never hides you as much as you think. Yeah, this is all. Yeah,
This happens. Go to any.
Yeah, this could happen, but you don't have to be on the seas.
No, you
the
could
high
be in the
seas.
resorts.
You could be in Vegas.
Yeah, you could be in Panama City.
Heck,
Spring
you could
break.
be at a Marriott in Dothan.
Or sleep in, maybe in Staunton,
The
Virginia.
No-Tail Motel.
What are you doing there?
Yeah, the Motel 6 on the boulevard.
Yeah, you could be wherever.
They'll leave the light on for you. Won't they?
Used to be on the Mobile Highway, the Dobie Inn.
You could be at the Renaissance downtown.
There
That's
is
a nice
there's
That is a nice
there
park.
is a little motel that's on Atlanta Highway, and Robin and I saw it. It's at the corner of Norman Bridge in there, and it says, "Relax, eternity pleasure," or something like that. And I'm like, the Chinese people did not know. Did not know how to
got lost
translate.
in
Somebody did
translation
not translate that right. It says, "Relax in." Eternity pleasure or something like that. I can't remember.
Okay, now I have another one. You ever have like, well, I mean, probably you were just too cool. You're like Ferris Bueller over there, just skipping school all the time. But ever have like a senior skip day?
Yeah, mine was tragic though.
Oh, what happened?
A couple friends lost their lives.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Drinking, driving.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'll do
no.
it. Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, Blake Barnes, who attended Phoenix's Desert Vista High School, has filed a lawsuit against Brandon and Megan Spencer, who he claims knew about the party that their son was hosting at their home in the local neighborhood, because an Arizona high school graduate had part of his ear torn off and suffered a concussion when he jumped off his classmate's roof during an alcohol-fueled senior skip day party. Okay, wait. He climbed up on the roof, and he was going to jump into the pool. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
We've all done that, drunk and
Well,
sober.
I didn't do that.
Of course you did.
Well, I had friends who did that. I was on the roof.
You were the lifeguard guy. Oh, I'll catch you if you don't.
No, it was the Animal House over by MA that I was living in. And like when all the crazy roommates, back when I was sitting way too much. And I remember getting up on the roof and going, it's not fun enough to do it. It's not fun enough to do it.
Joey.
It's not fun enough to do it.
Did you climb down?
Yeah, eventually. Why? I mean, I went back up on the roof several times.
Yeah,
we
but
used
you
to hang
never-
out on the roof.
Right, but you didn't jump. Everybody else jumped into the pool. And
No,
you were
not
like,
everybody
I'm
else.
going to climb down.
No, I think only one guy jumped.
How many losers climbed down the ladder?
A few of us.
Yeah.
And we didn't even have a ladder, though.
Oh my God, you jumped?
Yeah, there was like a trash can thing we set up. We may do, Eddie
Okay.
Vader.
Okay, that's
You're
cool.
trying to make it sound like,
I don't know. Y'all were nervous to
So
jump
my
into a
my
pool?
brother had an incident when he was a senior. He went to Daytona Beach and he was doing pull-ups 6 stories up off the side of the thing,
no.
and his thumb got caught in it. It kind of had a
Mm-hmm.
thing, ripped his thumb off. He fell 6 stories, landed on top of a vehicle, and the doctor said, "You were drunk. That saved your life."
Is that right? So
Yeah, but
relaxed.
they took him to Shands Hospital in Florida, at University of Florida, sewed back on his waxy thumb, but doesn't.
I was hoping he was going to get a toe thumb.
Now, apparently
True
there were
story. I learned that
100
hook.
to 150 people who attended this party. It included underage drinking in the home's backyard while several teens were standing on the roof.
Where are we at? We're at.
This is Arizona.
Arizona. Okay.
So Phoenix,
it's hot.
outside of Phoenix.
Okay, that's
yeah.
fine. Fair enough.
It's hot up on that roof if they're in Arizona.
I'd say, yeah.
Really?
The 18-year-old senior had climbed up the roof and attempted a front flip into the pool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really smart.
Yeah, don't just jump,
Just
man.
jump. I mean, even I'll say that.
No,
Just
that's where like the only thing would work is you run and you jump.
Yeah.
Like because it's not as close as you think.
And you're not as coordinated as you think you are.
Right, and that concrete around a pool is not very forgiving.
little
Does
short.
not give.
No, not at all. It's kind of designed to be that way.
Yeah.
Barnes' feet landed in the water, but he smacked his head on the hard pool deck. Oh, which knocked him unconscious and left him with bodily injuries, including, according to cell phone footage of the jump. Oh, and it's been videotaped.
Of course it is, dude.
That dull thud.
Yeah, but how is...
Now, would you sue the parents of the home?
I'm guessing
I'm
the
sure
reason
that-
you're suing them is for their homeowner's insurance because you're going to have medical bills for
Yeah,
your kid for the rest of
sure.
Oh, and he
I
tore
wouldn't
his
think
ear
it's
off,
a personal
apparently.
thing. I think it's more of a...
He's lucky.
We got no
that,
other choice.
And as he was rushed to the hospital, his blood alcohol concentration was measured at 0.114. Is that pretty high?
Yeah, it's about double.
Yeah.
A little over.
Double the limit?
Well, 60.16 would be double. 0.08 is the limit. So
Okay.
it's pretty high.
It's pretty high, but
It is
That
high.
is high for a kid. And
It's
I wonder
high.
how big he is, too.
I mean,
Probably
and how
not
often he's been drinking and all that kind of thing.
big enough to just small enough to try to front
Yeah, I
front
mean,
flip.
Obviously, the numbers didn't matter. He was hammered enough that he thought he could do that.
That's just a shame because, you know, I've been to parties like that when I was a kid. And I remember, like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Recently, didn't you go to a party and you were doing some yoga?
Oh, that was not that recently.
Yoga.
No, I was like showing off how flexible I was, and I'd had like a few beers, and like I picked up way
I
too
never
fast.
see this side of him. Even when I drink with them, he's like very.
I wasn't there either.
I want to see him doing some push-ups
because I
and
used to
stuff.
do crazy crap.
Because you were crazy.
More embarrassing crap. Less crazy, more embarrassing.
Oh gosh!
It was
nobody
a, hey, y'all
remembers.
watch this moment.
Yeah, but then like
Hold my beer. Watch this.
But I rose up too quickly.
Yeah, maybe.
So thus blood pressure, and then right back down. And that concrete's unforgiving, baby.
You face planted, huh?
Face planted right on the forehead. Now, look, it could have been a lot worse.
And they probably thought that was part of your.
watching at the time?
I was just saying, people probably thought that was part of the act. You know,
What
like,
did,
yeah.
did Honeycutt text you or something? Beautiful house. Beautiful house.
Yeah, he remembers it face first on the floor. Nice floors, very nice floors.
Oh, there's another aspect of that
Joey.
night I've never told a soul.
Joey, how long ago was this?
Oh, it's years ago.
Okay, it's just been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It ain't the Joey Clark we know today.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I still do yoga and stuff.
I believe
But you're a
that.
little bit slower at standing up.
He's going to show off.
Yeah,
this is sun rising
I'm
insect.
aware.
Or
You got to
whatever.
learn from your mistakes, Eddie.
I slowly do that, Joey. It usually takes me a couple of them.
No, but like in high school, I definitely I shouldn't have, and but like a lot of like after our graduation, I shouldn't even say this. Catholically, we went up to somebody's lake house where the parents knew what we were doing,
Of course.
and it was, and I think everybody kind of knew, like
Yeah,
if they weren't,
it's kind
unless
of
they were
a-
just straight up oblivious.
I hate saying it's understood, but yeah, it's
And
understood.
I mean, we didn't go too nuts, but it was like bunch drinking,
yeah, usually
smoking
you were-
cigars,
you were
like
guys
You were in a safe place.
guys and gals
They knew you were there in
together,
a safe place.
all in the same spot.
Yeah, y'all
and we had a good
responsible kids.
but anytime you do something like that, especially when you're young and dumb and full of ideas, you might end up like doing something like this. It's just tragic. And you mentioned it. I didn't know that your senior skip day, two buddies died in the drunk driving
Yeah, I'll
accident.
tell you more off air. It's real tragic.
That's
It's
terrible.
awful, man. No, and I've got friends who aren't alive today.
Yeah.
I mentioned that animal
I
house.
do
I have a it's awful.
Yeah.
Like,
was-
and so we can have fun and all these partying and stuff, but there are consequences.
I will say this: part of my crappy attitude growing up was I just didn't figure I'd live very long because
Right.
there was always, for whatever reason, we were surrounded by death. So for me to have made it this long, it's
It's a testament to God's grace.
that, and I wore out a few guardian angels, I'm sure. But I remember, I think we were 7 or 8 years old. One of my best friends drowned. I mean, I just remember, and it seemed to be a yearly thing after that where we'd lose somebody. And I at that time I just assumed, okay, well that's how it's going to go. But,
So when I went back to Ohio, it brought back a rush of memories. What you just said there, and a good friend of our family, she would have been my second cousin, but my mom and her were very tight. Her young 16-year-old daughter died tragically in a car wreck, and I went to where her grave was at, and I saw it. And I remember Joey being there at 16 years old and feeling this almost numbness. Like I remember it being the first time that I really felt someone close die, but at youthful, bliss is, and now you look at it, it's like, it's just when you said that, you go, well, we're facing death, And for young people, it sometimes.
No,
it's
and
like
there
that.
was, and I don't want to mention names and dig up the past, but there's another very tragic, guy died freshman year in college in our class from high school, and everybody was at the funeral.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those, it's just awful.
It's a mortality
It's drugs.
check.
I think it was pills. It's
a mortality check is
It
what
is.
it is, even when you're young. So.
But growing up, all those stupid things we did, you would think we'd learn our lessons. I lost a friend of mine. We were swinging on a vine. The vine broke.
Well, and there's definitely, I think I used to suppress it and self-medicate.
Sure.
But like that extra sense, like you can feel something, and definitely in those sort of environments, especially as you get older, so you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, like you can start to feel vibe shifts where this is like everybody's having a good fun time and it's jovial. It's a great rip roaring party.
Yeah.
And now it's gone to like there's a darkness that falls over
It's
the whole.
important to listen to.
Absolutely.
Because it is very real.
Yeah, it's very important to listen to that.
Where the folks who are staying around, it's like, oh, you have something dark that has a hold of you. Like you don't want to exist, do you?
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot of that out there. And I don't know. I look back and I think I had somebody looking out for me.
Of course you did.
Oh, no doubt.
If y'all think guardian angels are real, I do.
I do.
I know they are. I know they are.
You know they
I
are.
know they are.
Now, end the segment with this. I just saw this text sent to me about 15 minutes ago from Duke.
Duker.
And I love Duke's calls. Love raising hell with Duke, especially politics. Keep yapping, keep on chirping. Sit back and relax. Donald Trump, who you're going to call daddy one day, is going to make everything all right.
Duck eggs. Remember when I first came on here? I was like, what's this guy talking about duck eggs?
Because I used to eat duck eggs and brag about it.
Now I got it.
Yeah. Anyway.
What's he
it's
say?
like just a few more bucks.
What's he got for you?
Well, he said, read this on air for me. Okay. Joey, I appreciate your earlier subject about the special kids, if I may use that term, because everyone is special in God's eyes, regardless of their birth defects. With that said, our daughter left us 6 months ago today to join our Heavenly Father. She was what we call normal. She had a great life. My wife and I struggled daily losing her. I can't explain the pain nor understand why life is not in our hands, and that we can't take our children or loved ones places when it comes to death. Hug your babies, children, mother, father, sisters, brothers, every chance you have, because tomorrow is not promised to you. I'll keep my heart in the right place, head up and strong. Strong just like my daughter knew me. I appreciate you guys letting me challenge the so-called Republican conversation fairy tale nonsense. Maybe I can save one, maybe two people from the cult. Continue to pray for us, Duke. Well, we love you, brother.
Yep, absolutely love you.
And
absolutely.
Yeah, keep your heart. Keep your heart.
Yeah. You know, that's why I tell you guys, you know what I say every time I leave you. I love you guys.
Love you guys.
And because I don't know if I'm going to see you again. I've learned that. And Duke just made that poignant point there, guys. So, this is a heavy day today for Friday.
It is.
It's a heavy day.
But God bless him, man. I couldn't imagine losing a child.
Anyway, we got to hit this break. We'll be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
We get a lot of questions about what all we handle at Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. I'm Hannah Grantham.
And I'm Eddie Bader, and we will handle all of your real estate needs.
We handle all your buying and selling needs, from your first home, next home, land, investment property, and even commercial properties.
We do it all and have the experience that shows you what makes us different.
So when you think real estate, think Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. Look us up on Facebook or give us a call at 334-368-6358. And let us show you who you have on your sign matters.
This is your roving reporter. Today I'm talking with a prospector. That's right, man. I'm prospecting for gold. You dig? No, but it looks like you do. And you know the first thing I'm going to do when I strike it rich? What's that? I'm going to hire David Ernest to be my money man. You mean everyone's favorite asset preservationist? That is correct, man. I'm going to call him up at 833-596-7233. 833-596-SAFE. You know, I've heard a lot of good things about David Ernest. You know, he's the best money man around with over 40 years of experience. Experience is necessary, especially when you're digging for gold. That's right, man. And I can see that you don't have very much experience. What do you mean, man? Well, you have the little plastic bucket and shovel like a kid would take to the beach. Yeah, man, well, I want to start out small and kind of pace myself up until I strike it rich. Well, maybe you should call David Ernest first. You think he's got a shovel? Never know till you ask. I dig, man.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
At Montgomery Men's Health, we saw a bunch of patients last month. Almost none came because of an ad. They came because something happened. A fight with a wife who finally said, "Get help." A breakup. A new relationship that made them aware of things they used to ignore. A photo a friend tagged them in. One guy said he just stared at himself in the mirror. And that was enough. If today's your day, call right now. 440-3663. I'm Dr. Smith, urologist and advisor to Montgomery Men's Health. Built on almost 15 years of treating men in Alabama, one patient at a time. Dedicated to ED, low T, and male performance. Here's what happens when you call. We book you this week. We'll get a lab in an hour. For ED, we walk you through your real options at the same visit. A plan before you leave. Don't let today turn into next year. Call now, 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
We have been enjoying some comfortable humidity levels for the last few days, but that's going to be fading out quickly here. Tonight, mostly clear skies, overnight low temperature in the mid-60s. I think we'll climb to the upper 80s to near 90 on Saturday and Sunday with higher humidity again. The rain chances on Saturday fairly small, 20% or less, but more like 50-50 by the time we get into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Random storms, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Some towns get wet, other towns stay dry. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
When news happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm the host, Joey Clark. Okay, this part of the program? Yeah. He did it again. I don't know.
Well, you were the only one who caught it, I guess, yesterday.
Troy, did you just catch that? Sometimes when I say this part of the program,
yeah,
he goes,
yeah, yeah, like Jawohl, yeah.
Yeah, what is that? I don't know. Like, I'm not Darth Vader.
German,
I really don't know. Yeah, the German's coming out in me.
Yeah, it is. The Germanic.
Though that is one of the funnier moments in Spaceballs where he goes, yeah, boy, Lord Helmet. And he just looks at him for a whole second. Like, what is wrong with you? Anyway, Alabama Home Mortgage.
Yes.
Yes.
You know about those folks.
I know.
Y'all
Very
both
well.
know about these folks.
My family used them.
Yeah, best in the business. When it comes to VA loans,
yeah.
Any questions?
Can't beat it.
They got answered, buddy.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of veterans, and correct me if I'm wrong, who still haven't used
Listen,
it.
Joey, all the time when I'm talking to veterans, they go, well, I've already used that. I go, no. You've got many uses of it, and you can even use it for investment property and stuff. There's some
rules to that.
They turn that around in like a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's unheard of.
It's pretty crazy how quickly they can get the job done, and it is the best game in town. If you're a veteran, you don't need to be leaving money on the table,
right?
Whether you're looking to buy or refinance, but of course, even if you're not a veteran, they can guide you. Whether you're looking to buy through the home buying process or looking to refinance,
Especially if you're a first-time home buyer as well. They'll hold your hand, take you through step by step, so you don't feel so lost in it.
It always starts with pre-approval.
Yes.
But then there's things like what? The appraisals?
Appraisal process, and they're also going to help
inspections.
get you. Well, the biggest thing too, your interest rate. They're going to help you make sure you get the best interest rate by checking your credit, making sure this is the good time for you to buy the house. Because there are times when they'll say, you know what, if you can take care of A, B, and C, you'll get much better rate on this loan. So they're there for you all the way through it.
And of course, if you're looking to do a refinance deal, it's equity you built up in your home. You can use it for what you wish.
Oh, yeah.
True.
But of course, debt, maybe you want to shore up a retirement fund. Could be you want to reinvest in the property. Time to add a spiral staircase. You always wanted one.
Okay.
And they're pretty great, actually.
Yes, they are.
They'd add value.
Definitely.
Just try to move a mattress. Try to move a mattress up those spiral stairs.
Yeah.
You know that one. Jawohl.
So y'all check out Alabama Home Mortgage today.
It's like Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Mr. President.
Don't do it.
Sorry.
Y'all check out Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or you can always apply online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. There is a difference in mortgage companies like Kim and Madeline. Prove that to you today. NMLS number 1586-68, an equal housing lender. Let's go to Charles the first.
Yes. What's up, Charles?
Yeah, you heard from him in a while.
Hey, Joey, Eddie, Troy, how you guys doing?
Buddy, how you
Wonderful.
doing?
How you doing, buddy?
Good to hear from you.
I'm doing pretty good. It's just last week that was the 36th anniversary of my dad dying in the helicopter crash, and it was police week too. So that was kind of much on me. But I'm calling because you were talking about Down syndrome, and remember that my main crusade has been for those that were in the mental health facilities that closed, that went to prison in isolation. And I was going to tell you a story of a very terrible thing that I talk on another radio show that lets me in Montgomery to help me years ago with all that predicament, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And through that, I met a lady whose son was fully autistic, like pupils wouldn't dilate and couldn't hardly speak.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in the back asleep when his brother committed a crime. And, y'all, that made the boy be accessory. And he went to prison in that state in Alabama, y'all. And I did go meet her on the day that he served the sentence to get out. And y'all, it was, you could tell he absolutely was where he shouldn't have been in there, just like the persons with the mental,
That's insane.
in the mental health.
Terrible.
Yes, y'all. And really, Joy, you might think about having this mother on your show if that subject ever comes up. And in my life, when I was about 9 years old, my cousin that was older than me, my family was loggers, my grandfather and my uncle, and both died in the logwoods. But we had a sawmill, and the cousin would come over and we would dig in the sawmill, in the sawdust.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, it was about a month after we had dug in the sawdust that he was at another sawmill, and it fell, the sawdust, and killed him.
Oh.
And that was my moment like y'all were talking about, but it saved me because otherwise I would have been in my own, not realizing that my life was in danger. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like, if, but that's quite some subject matters y'all got today for the show, guys.
For sure.
But thanks for letting me tell that and put it on anybody's heart to think about the persons that are in those type positions. Then there are still persons in isolation that were in those mental health facilities that would still be there if they hadn't closed, guys.
Unbelievable.
So say a prayer for them.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Well,
Thanks,
appreciate
Charles.
it, Charles.
Thank you, Charles.
Thank y'all.
Let's go to Sam. Hey, Sam.
What's up, Sam?
Gentlemen, thank y'all for taking my call. I appreciate it. Hey, no, in all seriousness, I remember my mother telling me stories about when she was a child, all the warnings she got her and her siblings to be careful out in the woods because of the outlaw sawmill operations that had been in different places. And somebody set up and cut some trees, and they leave a pile of sawdust. Well, it may be 6, 8, 10 feet high. Well, over time, it would crust over, and you wouldn't know. It just looked like another little hill.
Mm-hmm.
Crawl on top of it. It's smoldering inside, and you turn to ashes slowly over time. They'd never find you again. Yeah, man.
That's horrifying.
Okay. Well, I didn't call to bring the show down. Earlier, I heard y'all talking about the whole cruise ship, homes and the cruise ship.
Yeah.
And I thought immediately of Eddie Bader. If I was going to have a realtor for my cruise ship, that's who I'd want. And but I look at it as like another place where timeshare. This should be the next great timeshare market. The cruise ship home. Just it.
Well, there are a lot of seniors that instead of moving to a retirement facility, when they downsize, they just basically sign up for a ship for the rest of their life. And it's not the worst idea. You get to see the world. The only problem with that is I want to see the world now when I'm in my 50s, not when I can get around.
On a slow boat to China.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Well, like I said, I watching my parents age and grow old together. I could see it. Oh yeah, it could be out there in the wild and whatnot. But I just thought I could see the whole that getting out of hand with the cruise ship B&B, having people get on from one port to the other, the whole thing. All right, that's all I got, guys. Enjoying the show, and
Appreciate
thank y'all very much.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, there's plans being floated again for a floating city that would carry 80,000 people with massive sports stadium, museums, and water parks.
It's an island. You got islands already.
It would essentially be a floating city. 80,000 is not that big of a city.
It is when you're in a confined
when you
space
can't
and
get out of it.
around it. Yeah, there's
Visions of the so-called Freedom Ship have existed since the 90s, but they've been brought back to life once again, this time under Freedom Cruise Line CEO Roger Gooch. We feel very confident that, like that last name, that we can put this together, but capitalization is key, said Mr. Gooch. Should it come to reality, the mega ship would dwarf anything produced by the likes of Royal Caribbean or Carnival Cruise Line. Proposed capacity of 80,000 people would dwarf Royal Caribbean's $2 billion Icon of the Seas, which stands at a maximum of 7,600 guests and 2,300 crew members, give or take. And looking at the mock-ups and stuff, like, it's ambitious, but it's so ambitious. It's like one of those things, like, this seems like the beginning of a disaster movie.
Mm-hmm. That, and there's going to be a lot of people that buy into it that lose all their money.
Yep.
It's going to take several times before it ever becomes anything.
They'll have a tram system to help you get around.
It's ridiculous.
I don't
You don't want to ride the tram?
I don't want to be with that many people for that long
We're
of a time.
going to dock that at?
Yeah, that's another.
You have to build a superstructure.
You better have its own
extended dock.
wastewater treatment plant.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to ferry out to it.
Oh, you would. They would probably build an extended out.
Just go to Jamaica.
Just go
on an island.
Jamaica, man.
Just join the Navy. Get on an aircraft carrier, for God's sake.
That's a floating
city.
If Rubio actually pulls off this whole thing with
Cuba,
it's
happening.
Cuba.
I'm just waiting for the call.
Yeah,
I can't
think
wait, man.
I would love to go to Cuba.
I cannot wait.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I cannot wait.
I've actually started a little bit of Spanish on the Babbel app.
Well, if you speak a little Latin, you can speak a little Spanish.
Right.
You speak
There
a
is
little
some
French. Speak a little
Spanish is a
Portuguese.
lot faster, baby. Like a lot faster than the Latin.
Most of them speak English, so you'll be just
Yeah,
fine. You know, you want to be the cool
No,
guy
I was
who speaks
curious.
Spanish.
I was curious, and I was like, and I am such a child. Like,
¿Qué pasa?
But you slowly go through the process.
Me llamo
Like the app's supposed to lead you through.
Baño.
It is. It's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Hooked on Ebonics worked for me.
So
Yeah,
which one are you using? Rosetta Stone?
Babbel.
Yeah, that's good. I like Rosetta Stone too. I listen to it in the vehicle when I'm driving.
Anyway, we gotta get a break.
All right.
We'll be right back. Hopefully with Michael Cohen with Cohen's
That'd be good.
Electronics and Appliances.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
PSC Equipment and Farm Supply in Raymer always has the best sales, and David's at it again with the Tag It and Take It sale. Saturday, June 13th. Load up those trades and bring them with you to the one-day-only mega event. PSC will offer special one-day clearance prices on tons of new and used equipment and implements. Mini excavators as low as $49.95. Mini skid steers starting at $39.95. Quality utility trailers from $17.95. Good Guys cattle trailers starting at just $79.95. And those popular 500 series poly fertilizer spreaders with the stainless steel spinners on sale for $7.99. Tractors, trailers, equipment, attachments, even warehouse products like seed, lime, and fertilizer will have a Tag It and Take It price. The Choo-Choo Food Truck will feed you, Tony Mills will sing for you, and David Steeless. One day only, Saturday, June 13th, PSC Equipment and Farm Supply, 21704 Troy Highway, Raymer, right near Sykes & Kahn.
You want your floors to scream new, fresh, and stylish. But if yours are groaning, tired, old, and outdated, you're in luck. Because at Prattville Carpet, you can revitalize your floors while you save on the best brands available with perfect and professional installation and Prattville's unbeatable lifetime warranty.
Hi, I'm Ray Bowles from Prattville Carpet. If you're looking for carpet, hardwood, laminate, vinyl plank, or ceramic tile, call us today for your free measurement.
Start shopping for your floors right now at PrattvilleCarpet.com.
Prattville Carpet, we're more than just carpet.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
the premier place the River Region turns to for news, weather, traffic, and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Let's go right to the phones and talk to Michael Cohen with Cohen's Electronics and Appliances. Hey, Michael, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are y'all?
Pretty good,
sir.
I see you have a visitor today.
We have both, both Mr. Carrico and Mr. Bader.
Oh,
I was waiting for you on the lake yesterday, Michael. What happened to you?
I don't get an invite, and some people got to work.
It was after hours.
It was after hours?
It was after hours. It was after 4.
4 o'clock somewhere.
That's right.
He happens to be on England or Israel time.
Right.
Gross 4 o'clock somewhere.
That's all that matters. It's 4
Gross
o'clock
meridian time
That's
over
right.
there.
That's right.
Oh,
So what's going on today at Cohen?
I tell you, I really feel blessed with some of the customer calls that we get. I got one from a guy, and he runs the Eastbrook Flea Market.
Mm-hmm.
And he's telling me that he's looking through one of the Lanier High School yearbooks,
Mm-hmm.
and he found a picture of my dad, and he's going to leave it at the front desk with a lady for me to come pick up.
That's all cool.
And I was like, not only is that cool, but I mean, he took time out of his day to call us and let us know and put it there somewhere so that we could pick it up. And I'm going to head down there in a little bit to get it. But
Awesome.
It's just we really do have some special customers, and the other ones that I've gotten today have called in and talked about our delivery and how nice our people were and how they went the extra mile and how they took the extra time and cleaned up behind their refrigerator where it was so nasty on the floor from sitting there for 12 years.
Yeah.
It's those little things that we're just blessed that our guys take those extra steps to get done.
Well, and folks, you got to get by there. Like, if you're not part of like the Cohen's like experience, the legacy, because I say that like, because every few generations in my family, both like my dad, my grandfather, like it stretches back a ways. Of course, I'm a Cohen's customer, and you get that sort of sense of like, we're all in this, we're all local folks, and of course, I have great products and great service, second to none. So y'all check them out today.
That's right, and we do want to give everybody the best experience when they come in and shop with us, or when they buy from us, or when they need service. Because nothing's built like it used to be built. Everything today is semi-disposable, but we do have service on all the appliances that we carry, and we do want to get our guys out there to get those taken care of. And we got Michael Jacks doing all the installs for the AV, and he gets constant phone calls. I had one guy call me today asking me questions, and I was like, I think you may have talked to Michael Jacks yesterday. And he says, that's right, I did talk to Michael Jacks. I said, all right, well, I'll get you set up. Meanwhile, Michael Jacks had already got him set up. So, we're going to be there Tuesday morning after his physical therapy on Monday and get him taken care of. And, it's all, like you said, it's all about the service. And because most of what we carry you can find anywhere else. Mm-hmm. But it's our people really do make the difference.
Yep.
Well, folks, y'all get by there. That's 2515 Easter Boulevard here in Montgomery. Open 9 to 6, not 9 to 4. Well, 9 to 4 on Saturdays, but 9 to 6 Monday through Friday. There at Cohen's. And stop by and find Michael. Be like, hey, I heard you on that radio show with Joey and Eddie and Troy.
The Three Musketeers.
There you go.
Giddy up. Have a great weekend.
You too, Michael.
See you, Michael.
We'll be right back. Final hour coming up.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Ken Norman in Washington. Boosted by President Trump's economic policies, the American job market continues to show surprising strength, shrugging off the high cost of the Iran war. Employers added 172,000 jobs in May, and the unemployment rate remained at a low 4.3%. The Senate has passed a bill funding President Trump's immigration enforcement agencies. Russian President Putin has rejected a proposal by Ukrainian President Zelensky for a face-to-face meeting. The president is spending the weekend in the north. He's going to be at Small Stomping Grounds. He's going to be in New Jersey and then head to Madison Square Garden for the NBA Finals. On Wall Street, the sell-off continues. The Dow down 514 at last check. This is SRN News.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For tough, good-looking roofs, it's Tamco Shingles from Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For great folks and great prices, call Alabama Wholesale Lumber.
We have been enjoying some comfortable humidity levels for the last few days, but that's going to be fading out quickly here. Tonight, mostly clear skies, overnight low temperature in the mid-60s. I think we'll climb to the upper 80s to near 90 on Saturday and Sunday with higher humidity again. The rain chances on Saturday fairly small, 20% or less, but more like 50-50 by the time we get into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Random storms, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Some towns get wet, other towns stay dry. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
1819 News.
Alabama Secretary of State Wes Allen is calling the recent ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court a significant triumph for the state of Alabama. The ruling came out on Tuesday of this week and restores the 2023 congressional map that was created by state lawmakers and allows the state to reject and no longer use a 2024 court-ordered map that creates two race-based congressional districts that favor Democrats. Allen said that by returning these congressional maps to the ones approved by the legislature instead of the map drawn by unelected bureaucrats is correcting an unprecedented wrong. Those who have qualified as candidates by the May 26 deadline will now be certified by Allen to run in the special primary election for congressional districts 1, 2, 6, and 7. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Did you know that 70% of people experience a potentially traumatic event in their lifetime, and that 6 out of every 100 adults face PTSD every day? Help us bring hope to these survivors by signing up for your Alabama Distinctive PTSD Awareness License Plate today. The great thing is you can sign up no matter when your current plate renews, and the first year is complimentary. All you need is your VIN number on hand. Drive awareness, drive hope, and customize your plate today at atease.org.
The parents of an Auburn University student who has gone missing in Japan have now released a video to promote the image of their son so that he can be located. Nancy and Keith Higginbotham of Hoover also thanked the community for their prayers as the search continues for James Weston Higginbotham. He was last seen in Kyoto on May 29th.
Every time that you guys repost on social media, it's an opportunity for somebody in Japan to see it. And that is our ultimate goal, is for people in Japan to see Weston's face so that they can report back to us.
Weston was with his family on vacation in Japan when he went alone on a trip to Kyoto. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Congressman Barry Moore has always delivered for Alabama. As a member of the House Freedom Caucus, Barry Moore earned a score of 100 from Heritage Action for protecting our values. He's helped thousands of Alabama families, fought for our veterans as a veteran himself, and secured millions for infrastructure, first responders, and public safety. Barry Moore helped pass Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, delivering tax cuts for hardworking Alabama families, and stood strong to secure our borders. Now, Barry is taking that fight to the United States Senate. Barry Moore will defend our freedoms, defend the Second Amendment, protect our children, stand up for parents, and keep boys out of girls' sports, while continuing to cut taxes and lower prices. Endorsed by President Trump, Barry Moore is a proven conservative Alabama can trust.
I'm Congressman Barry Moore. I've rolled up my sleeves in Congress, and I'll keep fighting for Alabama in the U.S. Senate. I'm Barry Moore, a conservative fighter, and I approve this message.
Approved and paid for by Barry Moore for U.S. Senate.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Troy Carrico and Eddie Vader here in the studio. And we got a new AI warning. So this is from Anthropic. They talked to CNN. Now, there's a long Anthropic blog post, but I just looked through it, and it's a bunch of nerd stuff.
Okay.
We don't need all the nerd stuff. But AI models are rapidly improving so fast they may soon be able to develop themselves without human involvement. That's why Anthropic is warning the AI industry. It needs to build a brake pedal or companies risk losing control of their creations. AI system, well, you pour some water on it, right? Unplug it.
The angry janitor just sprayed them down.
Yep.
AI systems that can advance themselves, known as full recursive self-improvement, which we are all as human beings striving for, could have the potential for great good for science and healthcare. They also pose great risk for humanity, according to a blog post written by Marina Favaro, leader of the Anthropic Institute, and Jack Clark, a co-founder of Anthropic. I don't know if we're related or not. Probably not. There are a lot of Clarks out there. Full recursive self-improvement also might increase the risk of humans losing control over AI systems, they wrote. If systems are capable of fully building their own successors, the ways we secure them, monitor them, and shape their behavior all grow much more important. The industry is much closer to self-improving AI than previously expected, they warn. So tech companies should consider slowing or pausing frontier AI developments to allow time for researchers to gain a better understanding of the potential societal harms self-improving AI could unleash. Then my cynical side comes out, though, reading this. How far behind is Anthropic?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody slow down.
Yeah.
Well,
let me catch up.
Yeah.
It sounds like sour grapes.
But appearing on CNN Thursday night, Clark called for the industry to give itself a brake pedal. When I look down at the car we're driving, all I have is a gas pedal. I don't have a brake pedal. And surely, at some point in the future, we might want that option, he told Anderson Cooper, apparently still has a TV show. Cooper raised the example of science fiction movies in which AI rose to kill human beings. Really, Anderson? Terminator?
How?
And asked if that's what Clark is worried about. Or maybe he was referring to Days of Future Past, X-Men. You know.
probably.
Where they have both the old and the new
that's
cast,
awesome.
and like that's actually not a bad movie.
It's a really good movie, actually.
It's not the greatest movie, but it's pretty good.
They destroyed the Marvel empire with all the woke crap they did. So
You think Doctor Doom and all this, like
I don't dig
like this latest thing they're doing with Robert Downey Jr. ever going to rope you back in?
I don't think so. I don't think that they can ever get away from all the things they did. Captain Marvel was a female. Come on, stop.
Well, I learned this in church this morning.
What did you learn?
And in fact, the priest said during his homily, "Well, there's your Marvel movie reference." Yeah, I like
What was he
Father
talking
Joseph
about?
a lot.
What was he talking about?
No, he's talking about Saint Boniface, patron saint of Germany, and he was sent to take on the pagans in Germany. To where at one point he literally chopped down a tree at his own peril, dedicated to Thor. He was that big on like, stop being pagans. Y'all are doing weird stuff. He chopped down a tree. Of course, he ends up martyred, like killed pretty brutally.
Sure they did.
Yeah. Anyway, learned that today. And
So
after the priest told that story, because that's your Marvel movie reference.
Thor.
There you go.
Thor.
That's funny.
But here's what this guy at Anthropic, Clark, said. Yeah, we read the science fiction and watch science fiction here as well, so it's not lost on us about, AI rising up to kill human beings. How do you maintain control over fleets of scientists that are much, much larger and much faster than the ones you've had before? An inability to validate, verify, and trust AI's behavior poses a major risk in its development, he added. The warning comes after Anthropic has filed to have an initial public offering of its stock. A step that could raise tens of billions of dollars from investors to speed up the construction of data centers and computers needed for AI. SpaceX, which in addition to its rocket and satellite business has an AI business, is set to have what would be the largest IPO on record next week, raising $75 billion. Having major AI companies like Anthropic, SpaceX, and OpenAI work together to come up with brake pedals might seem antithetical to a competitive business with billions, if not trillions of dollars at stake. But such cooperation is possible, Clark insisted. Yeah, I guess it's possible, but part of me is like, there's definitely some corporate gaming going on
There's
here.
definite posturing going on. Yeah.
He said, we've done this before in the height of the Cold War under highly intense situations between rivalrous countries. They found ways to stabilize aspects of the nuclear arms race. We did eventually.
We did.
All of this has been done before in other domains. It may need to be something we do in the domain of AI. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, some of it's stuff could freak me out. Like, I don't know, but part of me is also like, hey, we're in third place. Slow down.
I was going to say, you should not have made Hegseth mad with the Pentagon. That's what happened.
Yeah.
They kind of got the cold boot, and I don't care what you say.
Well,
if you're going to do AI, you've got to be involved with DOD.
Yeah, we lost the Pentagon. Now we're having a conversation with the Vatican. I'm like,
yeah, that's not going to work either.
Yeah, sure. Anyway,
so are you suggesting that morality, sorry to interrupt you, but morality and AI kind of can't peacefully coexist? Or
No,
what
I
do you
think
think,
they
Joey?
can.
Not profiteering wise, though, maybe.
No, if you read the whole thing, but if you read some of the Pope's papal encyclical he just came out with, Magnificent Humanity.
Like that.
What is it? Magnifica Humanitas.
Humanitas. Yeah.
It's pretty good in the sense that he lays out the basic idea is this. We need to rebuild the walls of the holy city, like, I guess, Nehemiah, like where you're getting buy-in from each local family and like you're getting buy-in to build actually a great community as opposed to building the Tower of Babel, where you destroy all conformity and you essentially don't care what happens to other human beings and what happens heck to anything else. You just want to win the race and build your tower. And that's the basic scriptural foundation he lays. And so I think he goes on to say that, and I truly believe this, that AI is moral or immoral as the person using it.
True.
Right.
And designing it.
Programming it, yeah.
Technology is never neutral. It's just as moral or immoral, good or evil, as the uses of it. And he uses the analogy to nuclear capabilities and scientific breakthroughs. Like you could use it to create bombs that will destroy entire cities, or you could use it to power those cities. So there's all sorts of different ways this could work out. I think it's actually a pretty wise document. There's some of it that gets a little too much into the with a Catholic social doctrine, which a lot of that's great and makes a lot of common sense, but then some of it, I don't know. I'm more of a free market guy, so some of the final destination of goods talk is a little,
it's a little
like whatever. But
a little much for you.
Yeah. But again, this is I think very wise document. So yeah, I think you can have AI that's moral, so to speak. It's how it's designed and how it's grounded. What I do worry about though is if you have AI essentially emulate the human being. Human beings are notorious about trying to break rules, especially when they have the ability to break rules. Like great artists do it, powerful leaders and militaries do it all the time. Good luck trying to we have difficulty putting rules on ourselves.
Yep.
What if this thing is like us, but doesn't have the same embodied, desires as us and is smarter than us in a lot of ways?
Yep.
I don't know. From my read on it, they're not smarter than us. I think some of this is hype from all these companies to raise money.
It is too.
They often make a lot of mistakes. You can
money.
Yeah, there's a lot of money going
That's
on.
what
here.
it be.
That's what it be.
That's what it be.
You did do Babbles and Body.
Work for me.
I think that the idea that profiteering and the free market will probably push us into the best practices and the worst practices of this. So we'll see. But I agree with you. I think that there's a lot of posturing and a lot more ado about nothing. There is something, but not as bad as they make it out to be.
Well, here's another adjacent story. Code for a facial recognition feature that can run on Meta smart glasses is buried in the company's Meta AI app, according to Wired. While not currently enabled, accessible to customers or part of the formally announced feature, the code appears to be further evidence that Meta is considering how facial recognition could work with its smart glasses.
Okay.
The feature called Name Tag in the code Wire found is reportedly capable of capturing people's faces using the company's smart glasses and later notify the wearer when it recognizes a previously captured face. That's not creepy at all.
That's not creepy at all.
Oh, I can't remember
What's
where
wrong
I
with that?
met this person. Well,
Yeah, and it's
no,
like
no,
on
no.
there.
Right.
No, it's going there.
No, you said that. See?
exactly.
Now, no part of NameTag is currently running or sending biometric data to Meta servers today, according to a security researcher.
But it can.
But past versions of the Meta AI app have included interface elements for the feature like connections menu and suggest users remember the people you met. Yeah, like they just said. No, and I'm kind of bad at I'll remember a face and I'll remember the name, which I hate.
Even
Now,
when
if
I
I
do the
see you
name
enough and talk to you enough, I'll remember.
What do you do when
Remember, I
someone
called
goes
Hannah
like,
Heather for 6 months.
Okay.
She
She
deserved
deserved
it.
it.
So.
what would you do if someone comes up and goes, Joey, how are you? I always like, it's Troy, how are you? And I'm going, I don't know this person. I don't know their name. Hey, brother, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, friend. What's
Oh,
your-
yeah. Hey,
It
man.
happens a lot.
How do you fish that
It's
name
great to
out?
see
of them?
you.
I have my wife ask.
I don't. I usually looking at somebody else like, please.
I
help
have
me.
Robin interject and go, hi, I'm Robin, his wife. Who are you? Joey, you'll have to figure that one out on your own. You have to figure that one out on your own.
He'll have a robot soon. You say, hey, robot, who's this guy? Well, we're all going to have one.
You think so?
Yes.
What will yours be doing?
Right now, polishing my jet ski.
And
Polishing
mowing the
your
grass.
jet ski.
And mowing the grass.
That sounds like a euphemism or
Yes,
something.
it does, doesn't it?
Mr. Bader.
Polishing my jet ski.
Yet
What's he
again.
doing on Saturday? Polishing his jet
Polishing his
ski.
jet ski again.
Whatever I
I
tell
think
you.
it's going to shine, man. Let me
Yeah,
tell
he
you.
got this new grease that he's just real excited about.
Ceramic wax.
Yeah,
right?
that's it. That's ceramics. You can't beat it.
So, oh boy.
It's vanilla spiced.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Spicy, all right.
I hear.
Let's hit another break.
I
We'll be right back after this.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Tired of spending your weekends fighting weeds, patchy grass, and a mower that never starts? Mosley Lawn Pros is the solution. They handle residential and commercial lawn maintenance, landscaping, cleanups, and property care so you don't have to. They show up on time, do the job right, and leave your lawn looking sharp every time. Stop stressing over your yard and start loving it. When it comes to your lawn, call the crew your neighbors and local businesses trust. One call, one crew, problem solved. Mosley Lawn Pros, built on hard work, driven by quality. Find them today on Facebook or Google.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of healthcare you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients, from making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly to getting to know you and your family's needs and following up on any questions you may have. Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Carrying your voice across the River region. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Coming into Papa B's favorite new bumper music. I think he does get a kick out of it. And look, he's on the phone now. Papa B, how you doing?
Speak to the devil. This is Papa B. I don't always listen to the radio, but when I do, I listen to Joey Clark.
That's good, Papa. I like it.
Oh, guys, I'm ready for the weekend.
Yes, sir.
We're not gonna have any rain, are we, Eddie?
Got a feeling we're gonna get wet this weekend, whether you get in the lake or not. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
50% chance of showers.
I remember. Now, I'm older than you guys, as you know, and so, but I played Zelda when it was the Ocarina of Time.
Oh yeah, on the N64.
I'm OCD anyway. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But that game, I was locked into it, and I was complaining to a guy online when I was talking back and forth with him one time about, the different things about this thing. I can't, I'm obsessed with it. I can't, I think about it all day long. And he said, dude, it's Zelda. Nobody leaves.
Nobody leaves.
He got stuck in the water temple again, it looks like.
You get in there, and it just stays with you.
That's great.
Twilight Princess was the last one I played. But it's been a minute. I think I might try to pick some of those.
The new ones are really, really cool. They're really well done.
Okay. But I think that in a few years to come, we're going to realize just how close we were to losing this country altogether. The victorious liberal march that just about ruined this country altogether. The military was the last institution that had not prostrated itself before this crowd of folks. But now I'm telling you, during the Joe Biden era, Troy, you could.
I'm telling you, it was infiltrated. It was infiltrated, brother. It was infiltrated. It started with Obama.
But the LGBTQ DEI woke mob, they were rip snorting through the Pentagon, and I mean tearing down every
You ain't kidding, man. Yeah.
of this country that ever existed, and it was about to go. And I'm telling you, had we lost the military, that would have been it.
Well, you know what's funny, Papa B? When you just said that, I can remember the demarcation point when I hung my boots up was 2010. They just brought in diversity and equal employment officers on the general staff and on the colonel staff for all the staff meetings at the Corps of Engineers, Army Corps of Engineers. And I was like, you know what? I mean, that's a complete waste of time in a command staff meeting. We don't need that. That's peripheral. But yeah, you're right, brother. If we had lost it there, thank God Trump saved it. It saved us in that regard.
Well, yeah, and in this second term, Pete Hegseth and his posse have come through, and thank God.
Yes, sir.
They have run these suckers off the cliff.
They ain't done yet.
In a meaningful way, but I'm telling you, no, they're not done yet. But I'm telling you what, they got a good start on it.
Yes, they did.
And they need to, because I'm telling you what, everything from the sodomites to the all the DEI stuff, they were about to kill this place.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't like they were trying to do it for like they're good. They were trying to do it because they hated this country and they were ready to. I mean, they want this country to die.
Yep.
In
Yes,
any
they
way
do.
they possibly can kill it. So, but yeah, books will be written about this in the very near future, I think. And I do believe that we're also going to start finding some things out about what we've, long come to suspect and really know, that, about some of the really bad actors out there.
Yep.
I don't think that they're going to be able to hang out in the shadows like they have. I think the target's on their back. I think it's just a matter of time, and they're going to be dragged kicking and screaming into the light of day for everybody to see what's been going on, especially like with all the fraud stuff.
Oh,
Lord
yeah.
have mercy.
Man, you ain't kidding.
Yeah, they were operating for a long, long time, just getting away with it. Democrats loved it.
Bleeding us.
Probably some rhinos too, but anyway.
I'm sure.
Thank God things look like they're changing. But anyway, I want to tell y'all thank you for letting me get on these airways and rant every now and then.
Oh yeah, man.
Hey, did you say sodomite? Did you say sodomite? Are you talking about flaming buttholes?
Shut up.
You ever seen one? It's a wonder to behold.
No, I don't.
You passed the test, Papa B.
Yeah,
that's the right answer. Pass the test.
I just, but as Barney Fife said, just being able to, kind of talk to you guys about this is very therapeutic.
Yes, it is.
For us too.
All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
See you, man.
He's so funny.
That's his play on music there.
Right that for us.
Anyway, I learned something.
What you learned?
It was yesterday, actually. And Ben Sass, the guy who used to be a senator, was then the president of Florida University, and then now he's got this crazy cancer, and he's going through crazy treatment and what he's been talk about, the grace he's received to speak the way he's spoken about the trial he's going through.
Yep.
It just wisdom in that time of trouble. But this is a very quick clip I saw making the rounds yesterday, and I'm like, what, is that true? So again, this is Ben Sass saying this on some podcast, but let me hear it here.
The spread and rise of American public schooling in the factory model was overwhelmingly about separating Catholic kids from their parents and their parish. That's what it was for.
There you go.
All right, let's hear it again. The rise of public school.
The spread and rise of American public schooling in the factory model was overwhelmingly about separating Catholic kids from their parents and their parish. That's what it was for.
So I was like, really? Because, I grew up in the Catholic enclave here in Montgomery.
Of course.
And no, very early. Montgomery Catholic has roots going way, 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 way.
Yeah.
So I put in just a grok. Public school created to separate Catholic kids from parents and parishes? And here's what Grok said. Yes, there's substantial historical evidence that 19th century American public common schools were shaped by anti-Catholic motives, including efforts to influence or assimilate Catholic children away from their parents' faith and parishes.
I believe that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. The modern push for common schools accelerated in 1830s and 1840s with Horace Mann, often called the father of public education in Massachusetts. This coincided with massive Irish Catholic immigration after the potato famine. Proponents promoted non-sectarian schools that were broadly Protestant in practice, using the King James Bible, Protestant moral instruction, and anti-Catholic elements in some curricula or materials. Catholics viewed these schools as tools for Protestantizing their children, and bishops and parents responded accordingly. That wasn't the sole purpose of public schools. Supporters also emphasized literacy, workforce skills, reducing poverty, and unifying diverse populations, but anti-Catholic nativism was a key driver during expansion.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's interesting how the nuances of this in our history.
Sure.
But then I followed up because I'm thinking about not like the 1840s. A very different
Gangs
time.
of New York.
Yeah, very, very different time. Great movie.
What's it going to be?
That's such a classic, just
Daniel
90s
Day-Lewis
movie.
is-
Back when Harvey Weinstein was,
Yeah.
well, he was a creep back then, but we just didn't know
still
about
doing what
it.
he was doing. He's getting away with it.
Making good movies, though.
Yeah, he was.
Ugh.
Creepy.
Yeah.
He's,
Gross.
he's ugly too, man.
Yeah, you know how it's like evil manifests itself?
That's
like
what
you
it looks like.
disgusting after
Yeah.
you do disgusting
He looks
stuff?
that way.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
But I responded back to Grok, yep. Then the Protestant mainline became progressives and secularists.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, that's the key irony in the story. The Protestant establishment that shaped early public schools later drove, or at least accommodated, their thorough secularization, as mainline denominations shifted towards theological liberalism, the social gospel, and progressive priorities.
There you go.
Yeah, mainline
Secular.
Protestants were once the cultural core of American Protestantism, dominant, respectable, and tied to the Protestant establishment. But by the late 19th, early 20th century, the social gospel movement reframed Christianity around social reform, labor rights, poverty, anti-war efforts, rather than individual conversion or orthodoxy.
Yep.
This accelerated after the fundamentalist modernist controversies in the 20s, where modernist liberals won control of most mainline seminaries and leadership. Higher criticism of the Bible, Darwinian evolution, and focus on this worldly justice took precedence.
No more evangelism. They want you to.
So, but what's the result of this? Well, and then also in the 60s, mainline leaders embraced civil rights, often ahead of their pews, feminism, anti-Vietnam activism, and later LGBTQ plus inclusion, environmentalism, and identity-focused justice. Clergy surveys show strong liberal democratic leaning among members, 60 to 80% in several denominations, often to the left of their more moderate members. What was the result? Sharp membership decline. Mainline Protestants went from approximately 30% of Americans mid-20th century to around 11 to 16% today. Like cut in half, if not more than half, with millions lost since the 60s. Evangelicals grew relatively, peaking higher before their own recent dips, while nuns, not Catholic nuns, but N-O-N-E-S, no affiliations, rose. Critics argue mainline churches became moralistic social clubs or political arms, offering little distinction from secular progressivism, reducing transcendent faith, evangelism, and doctrinal boundaries. And so that's what's fascinating is like, okay, these public schools have this root, and then where did the root go? Like you look at them today, and it's not like, oh, everybody's bad. Like that's a dumb way to look at it. But system wide, you got to wonder the fruit of what's happening.
Water down Christianity. Hey, it's okay. Well, let's just eat our donuts here in the lobby, and let's just talk about being a good citizen and being a good neighbor. And that's the problem. And I think that when you just said it, when you read it, and I conceptualize what it is, it's Satan takes great delight in tearing apart churches, organizations, institutions, and that's been underway. And don't forget the hippies, too. The hippies hurt this country.
No, but as mainline influence waned and courts ruled against school prayer in Engel v. Vitale in 62 and Bible reading in Abington in 1963, overt Protestantism was stripped out of the public schools in the 20th century. There in the 60s, liberal Protestants often supported or didn't resist this, viewing it as consistent with pluralism and and social progress. Many mainline affiliated universities and institutions secularized similarly. And now, so today, what do public schools emphasize? Jesus Christ or civic values, equity, diversity, and progressive social frameworks in many curricula, echoing mainline priorities on justice over traditional doctrine.
There you go. That's it.
No, it's interesting to see like the roots,
the evolution of it.
And don't get me started on the Catholic Church from the 60s. And a fascinating thing with the Catholic clergy is they, especially in the 60s, you see this huge uptick in Democrat, liberal, left-leaning points of view. And you see some of that, I think, in what the church has put out there. But now, if you look at like, especially priests being ordained now or of more recent vintage, are very, very conservative.
You know,
it's fascinating to see within like these structures how the back and forth continue.
I can tell you, Fulton Sheen wasn't bended into the 60s. He was fighting at the front line of freedom.
So, I mean, I think Fulton was like Archbishop Sheen, if I could call him Fulton.
Saint, he's been venerated too.
They're starting that process.
Gosh, that's incredible. He's a great dude.
He was kind of the classic, like where he would be incredibly conservative based on so many things he said, very orthodox. And yet he was also a huge proponent of, say, social welfare programs. So it was kind of the old school, like, we have this consensus in America and we should have our morals and we should take care of folks. And sometimes we'll use government programs to do it. So it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag.
Fulton Sheen was he was a vehement anti-communist and socialist. I mean, he goes on his diatribes.
Oh, I just looked at who's on the phone.
Who is it?
My goodness. We have Justin Costanza. Hey, Justin.
What's up, guys?
How you doing, man?
Well, I love your topic today, so I just had to call in.
Don't you like run a Catholic school or something?
It's one of my jobs. Well, what I was going to offer, which I thought was really cool, I had not actually heard or seen the comment that you shared from yesterday about, you know, the mainstream public school being a departure from the church and the parish and really the faith. And, you know, another caveat that I think is really interesting is don't forget that when this was happening, Catholic schools were not expensive. I mean, they were available to all. That was the idea. And so it wasn't, if we look at it in the same mindset as today, you know, it wasn't like, oh, well, you know, they're reserved for the wealthy. I mean, they were reserved for the faithful. And people were trying to get away. And that fracturing of the family from the church, from the priest, from the parish, you know, that's what we have seen over the last 150 years. And it has had incredible social results, right? And I just thought it was so cool. I had to at least call in, and I've enjoyed listening to y'all talk about it a little bit.
And just to give perspective here locally, Montgomery Catholic, at least the roots of it is 1873 is when it's founded.
That's exactly right. 152 years old.
Wow.
We just graduated our 151st class.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we were almost 90 years old when some of the other schools were popping up for different reasons.
Right.
All of which have moved away from that initial push, which is wonderful. But, you know, Montgomery Catholic and all Catholic schools have undergone so much in their history. You mentioned the 60s. You know, in the 60s in the United States, there were over 9 million students in Catholic schools.
Wow.
There's less than 2 million now.
Wow, I believe that.
And one of the biggest reasons for that is the lack of clergy and religious, because those schools, remember, they were super cheap. I don't want to say they were cheap, but they were inexpensive. Costs were low because, you know, the clergy, both men and women, provided the education.
Yeah.
And that doesn't exist anymore. And so that increases costs. It decreases the access that the faithful have to education. And now you see where we're competing with, you know, the next best secular school, trying to do what we can for everybody.
Well, I think just from my limited experience of being at the, say, scholarship breakfast of recent, it's great. Y'all are doing great. And I need to come by and do a tour sometime, see my old stomping grounds.
We'd love to have you anytime. Bring anybody with you.
Well, appreciate you, Justin.
Thanks for chatting.
Thank you, sir.
Justin Costanza.
Good guy.
to hear from him.
Anyway, got to hit this break. But first, this part of the program brought to you by Pest Pro Services.
Yep.
And they're at Pest Pro. Ashley and that great team are ready to help you out with any and all of your pest control needs. You
And you
still
don't
worried
need
about
'em.
beetles?
I've kind of calmed down on the
Tegus.
beetles.
What
but
about Tegus? They could get the Tegus.
I'm sure they'll help you
They
out
would
with
be
this.
able to do
I
that.
did get stung by one of your nemesis yesterday, right on the
Oh,
knuckle.
boy.
One
You
of
got
your wasps.
stung
got me.
by a wasp?
Yeah, I
Good
went
for
to
you.
pull the cover off.
The boat.
Anyway,
How'd it feel?
it pissed me off. I'm gonna be very
It
honest.
hurt like
it
that?
hurts, but it just made me very angry.
Sure, yeah.
And and I honestly thought of you. Like they got the wrong guy. Supposed to be going after Joe.
That's for Joey.
Yeah. So so if you want to prevent those kind of things, have those folks come out because they'll find them. Now, granted, they wouldn't have found this because it was under the cover, but anything that I have on my porch, which we used to have a problem with, don't have that anymore. Any
Right.
kind of
Good.
issue with wasps and things like that. But right now, termites, man, that's the ground is wet. Your wood's looking good. Yeah, man, they're gonna big them tunnels up. Nobody wants that.
Your
Nobody wants
wood's
that.
looking good
Wood's
to those
looking good.
termites.
Mhm.
And also maybe that sweet meat's looking good to those mosquitoes.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Shredding the ankle.
This time of
I
year,
got bit
last
by a
few nights,
mosquito right on the knuckle the other day.
in the last few nights, the weather's been wonderful. So
Knuckle
don't let
shot.
mosquitoes run you back in the house. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. If you actually want to enjoy your property,
Mm-hmm.
backyard, maybe the front porch, after, say, it's a big family meal and you retire to the porch.
Mm-hmm.
We did that the other day.
Yeah.
You can't really do that if there's all these mosquitoes
No,
eating you
you
up. You're
can't.
trying to solve the
You
world's
wouldn't want to.
problems and
No,
you're
no,
sitting there itching yourself.
No.
You get a huge welt on your forehead.
Yeah, it looks silly.
It's just like,
Could grow through.
don't have to live this way. And plus, they're disgusting creatures that probably share all sorts of disease and
They do.
nastiness. So get Pest Pro out there. And of course, I love saying this. I've been saying it of recent. Pest Pro, how do you show a business is doing really well, especially a local small business?
Right.
Their success.
Mm-hmm.
You go from a company that started, 6 years ago?
Yep.
Yeah.
Had 2-3 people to begin with. Now it's dozens. Multiple trucks. They're servicing the entire river region. Very cost effective, wonderful service. Like, it just shows that
Yeah.
this is a great team you're going to be working with if you need some pest control services. So check out Pest Pro Services today. You can always learn more at ppsriverregion.com or go to Pest Pro Services on the Book of Faces or just call them direct, 265-9990. That's 265-9990. And, well, be sure to tell them that Joey, Eddie, and Troy, those fellas on the radio, sent you. When you want to know, call a pro. Pest Pro Services, and we'll be right back after this.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. 5 reasons to get a home inspection before you close on a home. Homeowners buying their first home or their 10th home still need a home inspection performed. First, you will find out firsthand the true condition of the home, the age and state of the heating and air, the roof, electrical, and plumbing as of the date of inspection. Second, it may give you the ability to renegotiate repairs that the seller will end up paying for before closing. Third, if the results show that the repairs would be too costly, then you can opt out of the contract without losing your earnest money. Fourth, the age and state of the systems will indicate what shape the rest of the house might be in and give you the option to opt out of the transaction or renegotiate terms. Fifth, knowing what needs to be done to the house will allow you the opportunity to update the home properly to your taste. For a list of the best home inspectors in the area, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group at 334-221-2883 or 551-0225. The Goodson Group.
This is your roving reporter, and today I'm talking with a political activist.
That's right, man.
And could you please explain to us your red cap with the letters MMRGA?
Yeah, man, this is my MARGA hat.
MARGA?
Yeah, man, that stands for Make My Retirement Great Again.
I see.
And to do that, what you need to do is call David Ernest,
the asset preservationist.
That's right, man. You can call David at 833-596-7233. That's 833-596-SAFE.
And I understand that's a toll-free number.
Yeah, man. Get David Ernest on the case, and your retirement will be great again.
And you make these hats?
I do. Here's a whole pile left from the last administration.
And they say CPWABD.
Yeah, man. Corn Pop was a bad dude.
And as you said, there's a whole pile here.
Well, there wasn't much demand.
I can dig it.
Hello, this is David Ernest with Ernest Financial. And just like Ernest Financial makes lots of money for our clients, Blue Water has helped us make lots of money for our company. You cannot go wrong with advertising with Blue Water Broadcasting.
Our advertisers are our biggest advocates. Call us to find out how radio can increase your bottom line. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Truckers, listen up. A $2,500 sign-on bonus only at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Work for a company that puts God and family first. 855-777-9785. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Rich Thomas Weather.
We have been enjoying some comfortable humidity levels for the last few days, but that's going to be fading out quickly here. Tonight, mostly clear skies, overnight low temperature in the mid-60s. I think we'll climb to the upper 80s to near 90 on Saturday and Sunday with higher humidity again. The rain chances on Saturday fairly small, 20% or less, but more like 50-50 by the time we get into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Random storms, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Some towns get wet, other towns stay dry. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Pizza Perfect's amazing buffet just got more amazing. To help our customers during these tough economic times, in June, Pizza Perfect has reduced the price of our buffet to just $10. That's pizza, as well as spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink, everything, only $10. Pizza Perfect Buffet, available Monday through Saturday for lunch, and for dinner Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Pickup or delivery. Also in June, get $5 off any large pizza at Pizza Perfect in Eastbrook, where the buffet is only $10 all month long.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Oh, there's a nun on it.
Welcome back, folks. Been quite a journey so far today.
It has.
It's been a journey, all right.
Let's go to east of the Rockies. Hey, East, how you doing?
Hey, good afternoon. The bumper music is fire, man. I love it. Hey, yesterday I was kind of left with a Cyrano de Bergerac vibe. The way Eddie was talking to you, and Troy, I want you involved in this too. Do you think that Eddie would be as good at helping Joey find a mate as he is at finding real estate?
Loaded question.
Find a
Let
mate.
me just say this. One of my good friends, Elton Fowler, did use Eddie, and he
Elton.
sold his place. Elton's a good dude.
Oh,
and him
man.
and his wife used him, and she's passed. But so I have one friend that Eddie's already helped. But I think that Joey maybe requires something a little more
Short bus?
You
kind
know,
of thing?
no, a little more sensitive to certain things, I think.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because he's a little, get over it. Come on, we're going to do this.
That's what he needs.
You're going to wear this and you'll like it.
That's what he needs.
You're going to have a cheeseburger. I'll have a hot dog. No, you'll get nothing in life.
They'll have me wearing like a helicopter beanie and stuff today.
Women love helicopter beanies.
East, my gut instinct is he cares about him, but I'm not sure it'll translate into the way that Joey needs going forward.
Well, I mean, but think about it. Cyrano had a big nose.
He did.
And he's got
Oh, I kind of
big
honker.
ideas. Yes, and I think there's a lot of potential there personally.
I do too.
mean,
I'm a great wingman. Ask most of my single buddies.
I can tell.
I'm a real good wingman.
He'll jump on that grenade for you. I'm certain he would.
Really was. I was quite taken by yesterday's conversation, and I wanted to finished that, and it's good that Troy's here to put a lid on it.
Well, I missed it. So what was the conversation he's referring
No, it
to?
was like me getting out there again. No, and I told
I had this talk with you on Monday.
Yeah, all
we're going to
fair.
have a segment,
Yeah.
Eddie. A half hour, final half hour. Who wants to marry Joey?
Oh, I got them chicks lined up left and right. Left and right.
What are they all 60 plus?
There's a few older women, but you're into older women. Let's not pretend that's not the
This
case.
is the example. See what's happening here?
We want Joey to be able to buy a house. At interest rates and things they are nowadays, look, folks, I think the only way we're going to get Joey into a house if he finds a widowed woman willing to leave him.
That's just sad.
And maybe if she gives it to him.
I don't think Catholics have matchmakers, though, do they?
Oh, do they?
Oh,
It's called the Holy Spirit.
There you go. He's going to trust in the Lord.
All right. Hey, you guys have a great weekend.
You
Thank
too,
You
Ed.
too, buddy.
Appreciate it.
See you, brother.
You know, we say that out of love for you. We're not going to do that. As far as you
I'm
have.
doing better than I've done, and
know
Eddie can especially attest to that.
Oh, yeah,
years.
I've watched you blossom too.
Yeah, no, you've seen me. How long have we been hanging out? 2 years?
No, almost a year and a half now.
Year and a half?
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
look back at some of the early stuff, and now I told on Monday when I came back from the trip, I said it was so nice to see Joey. We had very good, Joey. I don't know how to say this. I hang out with a lot of different people. I have a lot of acquaintances. I have very few friends, but I consider you guys friends. People that if I needed something, I could call.
Yeah.
And Joey, one of the things I like most about you, you have you have challenged me in areas, and I like to think that I've helped you to open up. And Eddie's been leaning on you. And you know what? A true sign of friends is people that care and stay engaged, and they love you. We love you.
Well, I'm just also thinking, I appreciate that. Love you too, brother. I was thinking, though, like, the nighttime show we used to do, what, in 2018?
Why? Tell me about this. What?
Opportunities we had then.
What?
It was nuts.
What? Talk to
Like,
me.
I would do 6 hours of radio with Dan Moore, Sting, Greg Udell, and then I would do an hour
of Well, you were kind of supposed to, like, if I remember, your original idea was going to be kind of a survey of the news that day. But the first
then it
story
just
or the
ended up
first
being
show
like-
ended up being, oh, I love this.
It
was
ended up
great.
being like all sorts of stuff.
It was
like
great.
Like paranormal. And,
You name it.
No.
You name it. We weren't afraid to talk about it.
Sex.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's
So
album.
what time slot?
Yeah, we used to do album battles
Yeah.
where you would go song by song to decide who's got
happened
the
to
best
this?
album.
You just didn't want to work 8
Yeah.
hours a day, right?
No, it
Yeah,
just
he went to 2 hours.
Well, what
2 hours.
happened is the guy who used to host 9 to noon,
Yeah.
like left, and
Right,
then
yeah,
you
he's
had to
doing
go
very well right now. You know, he's buddies with Candace Owens.
I didn't know that.
Good for him.
I don't know.
And and so I had to take over the morning show, and it was like, yeah, I'm not doing the whole.
So what was your time slot then?
6 to 7.
yeah.
Did you like that?
It worked. No, and it first started just an hour on Saturdays. If I'm thinking way back.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. I
that's what I
forgot
was
all
saying.
about that.
That would be good.
That's before I joined you. But yeah, it was an hour on Saturdays.
Yeah, and so we did all sorts of stuff, like where we ate hot sauce one night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember 84. That Joker used
love
to be
that
on
guy.
these airwaves all the time, and we did the hot ones like their Pepper X.
Yeah.
And I just love the story because it sticks in my mind where we all took a good little dollop of it on a spoon, and it has a delayed effect. If you don't know about the Pepper X, like the really hot one.
Very delayed effect.
And
About 10 seconds.
and
maybe?
84 is like, oh, Joey,
Ain't nothing.
this is nothing. I've had hotter crawfish boil, and like this is nothing. And then about a minute later, he leans over the desk like this, Troy, and goes, "Damn, Joey, I can feel it in my calves."
That's funny.
And I just remember all sorts
That
of
is
little
funny.
moments like that. We had like marriage counseling where I
Oh,
had
yeah.
one married couple that was in their 20s, another married couple in their like 40s.
I'm sorry I missed that.
We
Yeah, we
all
had the whole
sorts
idea of
crazy
marriage
I'm
and,
so
and
sorry I
debated
missed
the
that.
idea.
stuff. There
of
might have been some
marriage,
shows where we were high.
Not this guy.
Yeah,
Very responsible.
I'm sure you were
I'm
very
incredibly
responsible.
responsible
Right.
person.
There just might have been. It was.
Well, listen.
It was.
I
I
wanna
was.
do that. I want to do that show. If I
Those
could.
were fun shows.
No, I just look back on that and I'm like, you drug-addled mess of a
No, you were-
depressed,
Good show,
melancholic.
No.
Anyway,
You're the
Good
sum of your
skinny.
parts.
Good time. Who was skinny?
Some of your parts.
You were skinny? I
back then, yeah.
have to go back and look at some pictures.
No, 2018, I was $160, baby.
Woo! Did you have the long hair too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can show you photos. $160. I was like not eating. I don't think.
Man, that's been
You're eating.
I'm a solid 200 today.
202 this morning.
Eating Percocets,
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably. It
Or
happens.
to make for great
It happens with
sandwiches.
the best of us. It's breakfast of champions.
So it's
That
more like
Diana
anything I can get my hands on
See, you're fine.
to make the noise go away.
Yeah. See how much you've matured since then?
See, look at you. Look where you're at now.
Yeah, call up Ray. Like we're running out of time.
Call up Ray. See what he's doing.
Talking about drug abuse now.
No, we're talking about growth.
Yeah, growth.
Personal
Right,
growth,
yeah.
buddy. Growth.
272-9228.
Look,
We're
Mark is
waiting
up.
on Ray, actually, because we're running out of time here. And
Margaret's up big time.
okay. We got him on one. Hey, Ray, how you doing?
Man, we're doing great. How about you guys?
No,
It's
doing
3 o'clock on a Friday already?
Yes.
I know, right?
I know. I should be sitting out there by the pond. Dad's off this week. I told everybody we could close the store down at 12. He'll never know.
It's Friday, baby.
Well, nobody tell.
It's Friday. Yeah. Put a sign on the door. Dad's not here. We'll be back Monday morning.
That's funny.
That's why you won't retire. You don't trust me.
Right. Smart man.
Yep.
Hey, but get this. I had a lady come in from Thorsby last night. 'Cause I
Thorsby?
close on Thursdays.
Yeah.
I said, how did you hear about private carpet from Thorsby? And she said, well, I listened to this talk radio one running through Montgomery. They said you had a great sale going on. And I came in, and the place up there said it's 2 months before we could get to you. And I said, no, man, we'll get to you next week.
Nice.
Pick it out. We'll get it done. So, your station works. I appreciate it. Thank
That's
y'all.
awesome.
no problem.
I love hearing that.
That's great.
And there again, we still got all these great sales going on. This incredible LVP for $550 a foot, absolutely gorgeous. I could go on and on and on, but it's Friday and everybody wants to go home. So call us 285-8117.
Again, that's 285-8117. And I want another Stories with Ron segment
Yes.
before too long.
Definitely coming up.
Yeah, well, I'll set that up in a couple weeks. He's actually going to Oregon with a bunch of kids from the villages up in northern
Oh, really?
Alaska. It's something that his work puts on, and they ask him because he gets along with the villagers so
Yeah.
well. It's a Southern and a Sioux. As a Southern up there, they just think we set the moon when you go up to those villages.
funny.
We're so
They
nice,
do.
and they're not used to people being nice to them.
Right. Exactly
Yeah,
right.
so he's going down to Oregon Monday with the kids.
Cool.
Take them through the colleges and try to get them interested in college.
Cool.
Excellent.
I told him, I said, don't tell them we never went.
Yeah, that's just
They'll figure that
minutia.
out on
That's
their own.
minutia. That's minutia. Don't worry
Oh,
about
they, like they haven't figured it
Yeah,
out.
you don't have to tell them the whole story. Just tell
That's
them
right.
the fact we never went.
that. That's right.
All right, guys. Y'all have a great day.
See you, brother.
So we learn anything today?
Yeah, that you had a different time slot, and that I feel cheated that I didn't get to be. part of
You had a
it.
great start to the show. I think you reached and touched a lot
Yeah,
of people. with
no
that.
doubt about
Very
that.
nice.
Yeah, no, it was a good
In the words of one of our listeners, that's probably the most powerful segment
Yeah.
we've done.
Yeah, but and that's the thing. You do that, and then it's like, well, let's do 2.5 more hours.
We did.
And we figured it out.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
We always figured it out.
So appreciate y'all. Appreciate
Appreciate
y'all
you.
listening, too. Out there listening.
And I love you guys.
Love you guys.
In case, God willing,
Love
I'll
you,
see you again next time.
That's right. Next week.
Yeah, but this guy loves guys more than anybody else. Yeah.
Oh,
I love who?
Hmm?
What?
Love us guys more than
I'm
we love
king
you.
of
he likes
guys.
camping in both.
You guys don't even know.
Yeah, well, tell us about it.
I'm the king of love.
You're the king of love.
If we were to
King of
compete,
Hearts.
this is what I've learned as I've gotten older.
What?
If I were to compete with people, you're going to win.
Yeah.
I want to see people win. I'm not that.
You like
I'm
you
not
like to
crabs
see
in the
other
bucket.
people have success.
Yeah.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah.
I think that's
So you're the king of love.
I'm the king of love. The love king, if you would.
the love sponge. Don't be that guy.
Live at the bottom of the ocean.
Used to be his idol.
Listen, I totally believe that. I totally believe. He had a poster of him.
We're out of here. Happy hours next.
See you guys.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
Best in news, I'm Ken Lorman in Washington. The Trump economy keeps rolling along. U.S. employers added 172,000 jobs in May as the labor market continued to show resilience in the face of rising costs from the Iran war. The unemployment